Kang Jun Young casually suggested, "How about we just tell them about our marriage? No more hiding." She immediately shook her head. "No, I don't want people to treat me differently when they find out I'm your wife." He asked calmly, "But we only agreed to keep it a secret at school. Why do we have to hide it here too?" Meanwhile, Seok Hyun returned from the sales department and saw Kang Jun Young handing his coffee to Jun Seo. She blushed, took it, and drank from the straw he had just used, causing Seok Hyun to freeze. His eyes widened as he thought, "They're that close? No way. The Jun Seo I know is always so curt with men. Why is she acting like this with Kang Jun Young?" The documents in his hand dropped to the floor. Catching Young Mi's attention, she walked over curiously and saw him still frozen in place. She followed his gaze to where Kang Jun Young and Jun Seo were being close. A smirk formed on her lips as she whispered, "Seok Hyun, it looks like they're dating." Then she giggled and whispered, "Earlier, I even saw them get out of the same car, and Jun Seo even wiped something off the director's face." Jun Seo is so bold. Seok Hyun stood still, unable to process her words. Elsewhere, Kang Jun Young asked Jun Seo, "So when are you going to tell Seok Hyun about us?" She looked flustered for a moment. "Even though we're hiding it, telling him is basically the same as telling everyone." Kang Jun Young tilted his head, his tone firm. "How is it any different? He's just a friend. You should tell him sooner rather than later." "Yeah," she frowned. "Why are you pressuring me so much?" He looked her straight in the eye, "Because I don't think he sees you as just a friend. He said it himself at the party the other day. He even said he likes you." She gave a faint smile and replied coolly, "Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean he has special feelings for me." Kang Jun Young frowned. "You really still don't get it?" he asked, his voice heavy. "All I know is that he treats all his female friends the exact same way." Jun Seo thought to herself, "But what if Kang Jun Young is right? If I tell Seok Hyun about us, will he be okay? Or would it be worse if I say nothing?" These thoughts weighed heavily on her mind. "You really still don't get it?" he asked, his voice heavy. "All I know is that he treats all his female friends the exact same way." "I have something to tell you." He gave a faint smile. "Oh, what a coincidence. I have something to tell you too. Will he be okay? Or would it be worse if I say nothing?" These thoughts weighed heavily on her mind. "You go on ahead. I'll come back after we're done talking." At the cafe, Jun Seo and Seok Hyun sat next to each other. She looked around and remarked, "This place is really nice, perfect for taking pictures, but actually, I don't think this place is right for us. It seems like it's more for couples," Seok Hyun said in a serious tone, putting his drink down. "You go on ahead. I'll come back after we're done talking." At the cafe, Jun Seo and Seok Hyun sat next to each other. She looked around and remarked, "This place is really nice, perfect for taking pictures, but actually, I don't think this place is right for us. It seems like it's more for couples," Seok Hyun said in a serious tone, putting his drink down. "What's wrong with us being here?" Then she let out an awkward laugh. "Hey, don't be so serious. I was just rambling." She then mumbled that it was just a bit strange since they were only friends. Seok Hyun reached out and took her hand. Squeezing her hand gently, his gaze steady, Seok Hyun began, "From today on, I don't want to be just your friend. I've liked you from the very beginning, in a way that's more than just friendship." She pulled her hand back and asked seriously, "The other day, you rejected me and said it was just a joke. Why now?" "It was too sudden back then. I wasn't prepared," he said slowly. "But when I saw you with Kang Jun Young, I felt flustered and anxious. That's when I realized my own feelings. So Kang Jun Young was right. I have to tell him about the marriage before this gets any worse," Jun Seo thought. Actually, before she could finish speaking, Seok Hyun placed a hand on her shoulder, cutting her off. "I know Kang Jun Young is charming, but I understand you better than him. It's okay if you want to date someone else first. I'll wait for you." His voice was filled with emotion as he squeezed Jun Seo's hand, speaking pleadingly. "I'll wait for you," she sighed, gently pulling her hand away and began. "Seok Hyun, calm down and listen to me. We can still be friends. You don't need to wait for me, because I'm already married to Kang Jun Young." Her words left Seok Hyun stunned, his hand dropping to his side. "Jun Seo, are you crazy? Don't joke like that," he said angrily. "Did he ask you to marry him? He's just playing with you, don't fall for it." "Listen to me, Seok Hyun. It's true. I was the one who proposed to him, and I'm not joking," Jun Seo said firmly. Kang Jun Young's voice suddenly cut through the tense atmosphere. He walked in, took Jun Seo's hand, and removed all the rings from her fingers, leaving only her wedding band. Holding her hand up for Seok Hyun to see, Jun Seo said sincerely, "I'm sorry, Seok Hyun, but I'm married to him. Choi Jun Seo is my wife," Kang Jun Young stated firmly. "We wanted you to know since you're her friend. At school, we're keeping it a secret, but I trust you won't say anything. Let's go, Jun Seo. He needs time to accept this," Kang Jun Young said softly as he led her away. Seok Hyun remained frozen, watching in stunned silence as they left. They're really married. No, it can't be. Since when? The memories of all their encounters. Everything that had happened came rushing back to him, from the first time he saw Jun Seo wearing 5 rings at once, to the day he saw Kang Jun Young also wearing a ring on his ring finger. Then the nights he called Jun Seo and heard she was with someone else, the awkward conversations whenever he showed up. Kang Jun Young at the dinner, and all the times he offered to take Jun Seo home, he clutched his head in shock. How did I not realize it sooner? How could I have missed all those signs? Meanwhile, at Soo-jin's place, she screamed angrily, "Mr. An, why haven't your people arranged my internship at TG Corp yet?" "Please calm down, Soo-jin," Mr. An replied cautiously. It will be sorted out soon. We've also received word that Kang Jun Young is getting close with one of the interns. Her voice was full of rage. How am I supposed to stay calm after hearing that? Mr. An remained calm. That person will bring us good news soon. I assure you, you can trust him. He was the one who told us in advance about Kang Jun Young's trip to Guam, and even got his room number. Soo-jin paused and then nodded. Fine, if his intel has been accurate until now, I guess this spy is reliable. Doesn't this seem a bit off? He got the information on the Guam trip and the room number, but he had no idea that Jun Seo rides to work with Director Kang every single morning. What a strange spy, right? She turned around with a sharp smile. Remember to send a gift to our spy. We need to keep him loyal, you know. This Soo-jin always gets what she wants. 2 days later at a cafe, Gyo-eun asked if Seok Hyun had confessed. Well, yesterday he asked about my secret marriage but didn't say anything about his feelings. Jun Seo sighed. I still can't believe it, but why does he want to get serious with you all of a sudden? He said it was thanks to Kang Jun Young that he realized his feelings, Jun Seo explained. Kang Jun Young knows? Of course he knows, Jun Seo replied. In fact, he was the one who told Seok Hyun himself that we were married. Oh, so he was there too? Gyo-eun asked. Yeah, he was the one who suggested I tell Seok Hyun about the marriage. But he didn't come to work yesterday. Do you think it affected him that much? Jun Seo asked worriedly. Gyo-eun waved her hand dismissively. That's Seok Hyun for you. Don't worry. He just needs time. You should be more concerned about Kang Jun Young. What about him? Jun Seo asked, surprised. Just think about why he would suggest you tell Seok Hyun the truth. Because he thinks Seok Hyun sees me as more than a friend, Jun Seo replied slowly. Do you really think he cares about Seok Hyun's feelings? Not a chance, Gyo-eun smirked. Kang Jun Young just wanted to make it clear that you're his wife. Your marriage is moving along faster than I thought. He just wanted to make it clear that you're his wife. Your marriage is moving along faster than I thought. He still hasn't replied. I'm getting worried. A voice came from behind. You're still awake? Startled, she turned to see him standing there. Oh, you're back? Yeah, still up. You're hugging that pillow so tight. Are you uncomfortable? He asked, unbuttoning the top of his shirt. My stomach just hurts a little, she replied quietly. He came closer and put a hand on her forehead. Good, no fever. If you still feel sick tomorrow, don't go to the office. His voice tinged with worry. No, I'm fine. It's just the first day, she stammered. The first day of what? He asked, frowning in confusion. You don't understand? It's my period, she replied, her face bright red and her voice flustered. He smirked teasingly. Why didn't you say so sooner? If it hurts, just tell me. He sat on the edge of the bed, holding out his hand. Come here, Jun Seo. His voice was noticeably gentler. She turned and asked softly, Kang Jun Young, how did you know Seok Hyun has feelings for me? He smirked teasingly. Why didn't you say so sooner? If it hurts, just tell me. He sat on the edge of the bed, holding out his hand. Come here, Jun Seo. His voice was noticeably gentler. She turned and asked softly, Kang Jun Young, how did you know Seok Hyun has feelings for me? He sighed before answering. It's obvious from his actions. Just think about what he's done for you, and how he's treated you. He gave a teasing smile. So, after finding out he likes you, do you regret marrying me? He even said it's fine as long as you were with me before you accepted his confession. That it's all okay. So tell me the truth. Do you want to accept his feelings? Jun Seo turned her face away, her voice soft. If I said yes, would you let me? Of course not, Seo replied firmly. She clutched the pillow tightly, her voice wavering. You know I love you, but the way you always doubt me makes me sad. Kang Jun Young raised his hand, gently touching her face. His fingers lightly brushed over her lips. Then tell me now. Jun Seo spoke her heart. She hesitated, then gripped his hand tightly, finally confessing, I love you. I really love you, Kang Jun Young, only you. He looked deep into her eyes, cupping her face with both hands. Then can you show me how you feel? Without hesitation, she grabbed his collar, pulled him closer, and kissed him deeply. He also wrapped his arms around the back of her neck, holding her tighter. Their kiss was filled with love in that moment. The next day at the office, Jun Seo saw Seok Hyun had finally returned. Are you okay? She asked, but he remained silent. Don't you want to talk to me? We're friends after all. Her voice trailed off, but he still didn't answer, just walked to his desk and coldly ignored her. Jun Seo sighed, not knowing how to comfort him. A moment later, they bumped into each other near the elevator. She called out to him, but he still ignored her and walked past. Frustrated, she grabbed his hand and pulled him to a corner. Seok Hyun, just listen to me. I know I should have told you sooner, but that doesn't mean we're not friends anymore. I just wanted to keep the marriage a secret. Everything happened so fast. What happened? Jun Seo asked, her voice tense. Did you two know each other before? Remember when I proposed to you because my grandfather was sick? You refused. Then Kang Jun Young showed up, she explained. Oh, so you're calling him by his name now, Seok Hyun said sharply, crossing his arms. And you two just got married that easily? Yes, she replied calmly. Our families are close, and our goals are the same. You should have told me the truth from the beginning, he said angrily. Like you said, we're too young. Even if I had agreed, our families might have objected. This marriage worked because my other half is Kang Jun Young, she said firmly. Seok Hyun, I'm sorry for hiding this from you, she continued, her voice clear, but I only see you as a friend. Yeah. Seok Hyun looked at her silently for a moment before replying. Even as just a friend, I'll still wait for the day you no longer love him. Just come find me, he said with determination. Jun Seo sighed softly and said gently, we will always be friends, and you don't have to wait for me. With that, she turned and walked away. The next day at TG Corp, Seok Hyun showed up with a new hairstyle, looking charming and full of energy. He cheerfully greeted everyone. He quickly became the center of attention, all thanks to his new hairstyle. You look so much more mature, Miss Yongmi complimented. Thank you. He smiled brightly from a distance. Jun Seo watched him quietly. She thought to herself, what a relief that Seok Hyun is back to his old self. Secretary Jun, you look different today too, Seok Hyun spoke up. Oh, really? She asked, surprised. Yongmi said, that new bag really suits you. It's a perfect match. You noticed? Thanks, I treated myself, Yongmi replied with a smile. Just then, Jun Seo got a call from Kang Jun Young. After a few words, she got up to leave. Secretary Jun asked curiously, Jun Seo, was that Kang Jun Young? Yes, she replied. He asked me to bring some hot coffee to his office. Then hurry up, Secretary Jun laughed as Jun Seo left. Secretary Jun's eyes followed her, a thoughtful look on her face, as if she noticed something unusual between Jun Seo and Jun Young. At the cafeteria, Seok Hyun ordered 2 coffees. Just then, Secretary Jun came to place an order and offered to pay for him. Thank you very much, Seok Hyun said politely. Seeing the 2 coffees, Secretary Jun asked, who's the other one for? For Jun Seo, Seok Hyun answered honestly. She likes coffee after lunch. Secretary Jun raised an eyebrow. Ah, I remember the first day. You and Choi Jun Seo were called into Kang Jun Young's office. That's not something he usually does with interns. Are you 2 related to him in some way? No, not at all. We were his students, and because our team got the highest score, we were chosen for the internship at the shop, Seok Hyun explained gently. Secretary Jun nodded but added, I just thought either you or Choi Jun Seo were related to Kang Jun Young. Seok Hyun suddenly remembered the real connection between Jun Seo and Jun Young, but just smiled. I wish I were really related to him. The conversation continued and Secretary Jun talked about how she used to be the CEO's secretary, but after the shop and TG Corp merged, she was transferred to work directly for Kang Jun Young. Meanwhile, in the office, as Jun Seo was organizing documents, her phone buzzed. It was Kang Jun Young again. Come down to the parking lot, he said. I told you, no flirting at work. She grumbled. Who's flirting? I just called you down to get some snacks. What were you thinking? His voice teased. Her cheeks flushed as she stammered. Okay, I'm coming down now, she said quickly and hung up. When she got to the car, she bent down and asked through the window, where are the snacks? Or did you just make an excuse to see me? She picked up a box, her eyes doubtful. Is this it? An apology for yesterday with Seok Hyun? Kang Jun Young handed her another box. Not that one. This is for you. Open it, he said. She cracked open the lid, and her eyes immediately lit up. Oh, it's so pretty. I can't bring myself to eat it. Did you really buy this for me? She exclaimed excitedly. It was Min Jun's idea. He's really good at finding cool places, Kang Jun Young replied nonchalantly. She tilted her head, her eyes sparkling. So this is what you meant. A man should show it through actions, right? He chuckled, teasing back. When did I ever say that? She pouted playfully. You're the one who said it. How could you forget? She wouldn't let it go, pressing further. Just admit it. You did this because you missed me, right? He chuckled and replied concisely. You're mistaken, Jun Seo. This is just a husband's duty to make his wife happy. Aren't you embarrassed saying that? Anyway, take the cake upstairs, he said, getting out of the car. She followed, muttering as she walked. Kang Jun Young. He really won't admit it. As he walked ahead, he casually threw back her own words. I think it's best not to flirt at work. She thought in frustration. He's clearly the one teasing me. As she reached the office, she froze. Soo-jin was standing there. Hello, Kang Jun Young. It's been a while. Soo-jin greeted him with a bright smile. Soo-jin, what are you doing here? Kang Jun Young asked, slightly confused. My father couldn't make the meeting, so I'm here in his place. She turned to Jun Seo. Oh, hello, Jun Seo. I forgot you were interning here too. Where is everyone else? Soo-jin's gaze fell on the box in Jun Seo's hand. Oh, is that from that famous bakery? Then she smiled casually. Kang Jun Young must have prepared that for you, right? She added triumphantly. I'm sure Mr. An told you I was coming, right? After Soo-jin and Kang Jun Young left. Jun Seo stood still, quietly watching them go. A moment later, Mr. An approached and said quietly, could you please help bring these boxes into the room? A little later, Mr. An distributed the cakes. Everyone, please have some. These are from Boss Kang for Miss Soo-jin. Murmurs of praise filled the room. She's so pretty. She and Boss Kang make a perfect couple. Director Kang is so romantic, bringing gifts for Miss Soo-jin like this. Jun Seo listened in silence, her heart sinking. At the end of the day, Seok Hyun approached her. Are you leaving now, or waiting for the boss? She replied softly, no, he seems busy. Seok Hyun frowned slightly, but the meeting ended a long time ago. She said awkwardly, he probably has other things to do. Ah, how heartbreaking. You sound just like his wife. Right, I'll get going first. Seok Hyun said and turned away. Seeing his mocking attitude, she thought to herself, it seems he's back to normal. Jun Seo also got ready to leave. She glanced towards Kang Jun Young's office, wondering, is he still working? Why hasn't he texted me? Is he still with Soo-jin? The elevator doors suddenly opened, and Kang Jun Young was standing there, looking dapper and calm. Are you still at the office? She asked softly. He didn't answer, just gently pulled her into the elevator. He laced his fingers through hers and held on tight. What are you doing? What if someone sees us? She glared, snapping quietly. He didn't care. They'll just think we're dating. He paused and replied, but you were looking for me too, weren't you? I just didn't see you around, so I was curious, she answered. Or did you think I was with Soo-jin? He asked. His voice held a hint of teasing. You guess. Annoyed, she turned and ran to her car, thinking, doesn't he realize how I feel? Once in the car, she noticed another box of cakes. Oh, is this another box? I didn't get to taste it earlier. How does it feel when people eat your cakes? He asked. It feels like something is being taken away, she answered honestly. Then eat this one, don't let anyone else take it. He told her to open the box, and she laughed when she saw her name on it. Did you just buy this? I had to mark it so no one would take it, he replied. She grinned. I have to take this home to show my dad. Kang Jun Young frowned. No you don't. Eat it now or I will. She dodged him, holding the box tightly. You said it was mine, so let me eat it. She took a bite. Kang Jun Young leaned in his finger, gently touching the corner of her mouth, his voice low. You've eaten your share now. It's time for mine. Then he leaned down and kissed her, tasting the sweetness of the cake from her lips. The next day, when Jun Seo, younger brother, walked into the office, she felt that everyone's stares and attitudes were strange. They were whispering and occasionally glancing in her direction. Puzzled, she approached Seok Hyun. Did something happen involving me? Seok Hyun hesitated, then leaned in to whisper in her ear. I heard from Young Mai that Mr. An said some things yesterday while he was handing out the cakes. Just tell me it's fine, she urged. He finally sighed. He said you were getting between Soo-jin and Director Kang, and that you were hitting on Director Kang because he's rich. Jun Seo, younger brother, froze, her expression hardening. A moment later, she gave a bitter smile and said softly, so now I'm the evil woman who steals a good girl's man, huh? Yeah, something like that, Seok Hyun nodded quickly, adding. But don't worry too much. Of course not, she replied firmly. The internship ends next week anyway. I don't want any trouble before then. Seok Hyun hesitated. But Jun Seo, younger brother, are you sure there's nothing going on between them? They do look close. If Soo-jin didn't know you were married, her reaction is understandable. Jun Seo, younger brother's eyes widened. She was momentarily confused by his words. Just then a voice called out, Good morning, Miss Soo-jin. Soo-jin walked in, looking elegant, her presence capturing everyone's attention as she greeted them. Good morning. Jun Seo, younger brother, watched Soo-jin, her mind filled with chaotic thoughts. I'm sure Kang Jun Young wouldn't hide anything from me. Jun Seo, younger brother, gently shook her head. Jun Seo pushed aside her wandering thoughts about Soo-jin and Kang Jun Young as Soo-jin approached her, and Seok Hyun, her face beaming, her voice tinged with regret. I wish I could have joined your guys' team. She let out a fake, sad sigh. Then she suddenly grabbed Jun Seo, younger brother's hand and announced loudly, Jun Seo, younger brother is my best friend, you know. She looked around at everyone. She continued, the time Kang Jun Young and I went on vacation to Guam, Jun Seo, younger brother, came with us too. Thank you all for being so concerned about her. My dearest best friend. Secretary Jun approached and bowed politely. Miss Soo-jin, the meeting room is ready. You can wait for the director there. Soo-jin nodded, then turned to order Mr. An around. Mr. An, I want my favorite macchiato, go get it ready. Mr. An glanced at Jun Seo, younger brother, and said curtly, Did you hear that, intern? You go get it. Yes, I'll go down to the cafe and see if they have it. Jun Seo, younger brother, replied quietly. But An stopped her, his voice cold. Miss Soo-jin only drinks macchiato from her favorite cafe. Before Jun Seo, younger brother, could say anything, Seok Hyun raised his hand and smiled. Ah, I know that place. I'll go get it. Soo-jin shot Mr. An a displeased look and scolded him. Even though they're just interns, they're my friends. You shouldn't treat them like that. Mr. An quickly bowed his head, apologizing to Miss Soo-jin, and then added, But since you two are offering, I really appreciate it. Before anyone could leave, Min Jun walked in holding a coffee. Your favorite macchiato, Soo-jin. He handed it to her with a polite smile. But as Soo-jin walked away, Mr. Unmuttered Director Kang must have asked Min Jun to bring it since he knows it's Miss Soo-jin's favorite. Shortly after, in the director's office, Secretary Jun reported to Director Kang Miss Soo-jin has arrived. Yes, Kang Jun Young sighed. Her father isn't coming today either. Is that right? Okay, I'll be right out. As he walked down the hallway, he heard people whispering, Poor Miss Soo-jin. She treats Jun Seo, younger brother, like a best friend. But Jun Seo, younger brother, is trying to steal her man. I can't stand it. If she's that desperate, she should just cling to Seok Hyun. Kang Jun Young clenched his fists, silently loosening his tie to hold back his anger. Does Jun Seo, younger brother, know about these rumors? Is she okay? He wondered, his eyes glancing towards the meeting room where Soo-jin was waiting. His mind raced to find a solution. This must be Soo-jin's doing. At the same time, outside, Mr. and loudly announced that Director Kang has prepared a dinner in honor of Miss Soo-jin. All employees are invited. Then he turned to Jun Seo, younger brother, and Seok Hyun, his voice full of arrogance. You two can consider it your farewell party since your internship is almost over. After he left, Seok Hyun leaned in and whispered to Jun Seo, younger brother, worriedly, You don't have to go if you feel uncomfortable. Jun Seo, younger brother, shook her head, her voice a little anxious. It's fine. If I don't go, it will only make the rumors worse. Seok Hyun gave her a gentle, reassuring smile. But if you do feel upset, just let me know. At dinner, everyone was gathered around the table. Mr. An stood up and formally thanked everyone for coming. And a thank you to Director Kang for hosting this party at Miss Soo-jin's favorite restaurant. And raised his glass for a toast, and the sound of clinking glasses filled the air. But Youngmi suddenly noticed Jun Seo was only holding her glass, not drinking. Why aren't you drinking, Jun Seo younger brother, she asked. Before Jun Seo younger brother could reply, Kang Jun Young reached over and took her glass. I will drink it for her. The room went silent, all eyes turning to him. Maintaining his calm composure, he continued. Jun Seo, younger brother, can't drink, so I'm drinking on her behalf. He raised the glass to his lips and drank it all to everyone's amazement. Soo-jin's face went pale. She couldn't hide her shock. Mr. An jumped to his feet. Director Kang, aren't you and Miss Soo-jin? But Kang Jun Young cut him off, his voice decisive. It seems there has been a misunderstanding. He put the empty glass down and continued. I have heard some rumors lately. So I would like to make things clear. There is nothing between me and Miss Soo-jin. We are not involved in any way. My relationship with her family does not extend beyond a business partnership. Soo-jin's face grew even paler. Kang Jun Young's voice softened as he turned to look at Jun Seo, younger brother, with warmth in his eyes. The truth is, I'm in love with Choi Jun Seo. The room filled with whispers. All eyes were fixed on the two of them. Soo-jin's anger flared up, seeing everyone whispering and gossiping. Seok Hyun was observing everyone's reactions. He analyzed Jun Seo must be in a very difficult position now. Soo-jin will definitely give her a hard time later. I have to do something. Just then, Seok Hyun quickly grabbed Jun Seo younger brother's hand and announced loudly, too bad Director Kang's feelings are unrequited. Because Jun Seo younger brother is dating me. Jun Seo younger brother and Kang Jun Young were stunned into silence. What the hell is going on? Jun Seo younger brother thought, bewildered. Sorry, Director, Kang Seok Hyun said with a smug smile. You're a little too late. The room erupted in chatter at the shocking revelation. People were wondering why Miss Soo-jin and Mr. An suddenly left the party. After dinner, Jun Seo younger brother turned to Seok Hyun and said sincerely, I was really surprised, but thank you for helping me out. It's nothing, I knew you were in an awkward position, he replied gently. From a distance, Kang Jun Young stood silently watching them with an unreadable expression. Seok Hyun suddenly pointed at Kang Jun Young and shouted, Director Kang, if rumors like this start again, I will steal Jun Seo, younger brother, from you. I haven't given up yet. Kang Jun Young remained silent while Soo-jin had already left the party early. I haven't given up yet. Kang Jun Young remained silent while Soo-jin had already left the party early. Since she couldn't have the man she wanted, she was willing to sleep with another man as an immediate replacement. Since she couldn't have the man she wanted, she was willing to sleep with another man as an immediate replacement. A young man asked, noticing her anxious expression. Soo-jin raised her wine glass and gave a faint smile. She replied, because I want to create a story. The man frowned. That's weird, you usually call them to shut down rumors. Soo-jin's expression was cold, her eyes glinting maliciously. This time I need a scandal, and Soo-jin's first scandal will be a marriage scandal. The next morning at the Kang residence, Kang Jun Young and Jun Seo woke up in each other's arms. When Jun Seo opened her eyes and saw Kang Jun Young still sitting beside her, she asked softly, aren't you working out today? Yeah, Kang Jun Young smirked teasingly. I want to, but my arm hurts because of you. Hearing that, she shot up, worried. Oh no. I'm sorry, where does it hurt? She asked while leaning down to check his arm, only to see him smirking. She realized she was being teased and glared at him. You're messing with me again, aren't you? She said, squeezing his arm hard. Turns out my wife is pretty kind, huh? He laughed out loud. Jun Seo pouted. I knew it, stop teasing me like that all the time. Okay, but I'm serious this time. My arm really hurts. Did my wife use it as a pillow all night? Then he stood up, took her hand. Let's go. Okay, but I'm serious this time. My arm really hurts. Did you use it as a pillow all night? Then he stood up and took her hand. Let's go. I'll show you where I work out. You have to exercise with me on the way. Jun Seo suddenly hesitated. Actually, I'm still worried about the rumors. What if Soo-jin finds out we're married? Kang Jun Young gently squeezed her hand, reassuring her that Soo-jin was just upset about not getting the internship at the shop. Those rumors have died down, don't worry about it. At the gym door, Jun Seo was worried again. I didn't realize Soo-jin was so obsessed with you. Yeah, Kang Jun Young said nonchalantly. I don't care. As Jun Seo walked in, her eyes widened in amazement. Before her was a fully equipped gym. You work out here every day. Not really sometimes. I exercise outdoors, he said as he started warming up. Watching him, Jun Seo mumbled, I've been living here for months. And you're only showing me this place now. You never asked, he replied coolly. She raised an eyebrow. So I have to ask first now. Then she joked, you work out to stay in shape. I'm sure you're not the type to admire yourself in the mirror, right? Or are you trying to impress someone? Yeah, Kang Jun Young stopped the treadmill, glanced at her and said, that's enough questions. You should work out too. With that, he pulled her onto the machine. And so Jun Young immediately started the treadmill for his wife, probably to get her to stop asking so many questions. Jun Seo looked annoyed. But you told me I had to ask and slow down. Why so fast? Oh, this guy, so clueless. Never seen a man foolish enough to tell a woman to ask more questions. He's about to find out what hell on earth is. Kang Jun Young picked up a dumbbell and started working out. Walking on the machine, she said. But hey, Kang Jun Young, don't you think? We still don't know much about each other. Isn't there anything you want to ask me? He smiled, avoiding the question. I started working out in high school. It became a habit, and I grew to like it. She glanced at him and chuckled. So now I have to compete. in with your workout sessions, even though you said you liked me yesterday." Kang Jun Young burst out laughing. You remember that. It was the first time she had seen him laugh so brightly. She turned away, trying to hide her smile. "Fine, if you're too shy to admit it, I won't look." She teased, but suddenly his calm and sincere voice said, "I like you." Jun Seo. It made her freeze, her heart skipping a beat. Then he added teasingly, "I like you as much as I like this 10 kilograms dumbbell." The next day, they went to visit her grandfather. With her internship finished, Jun Seo brought along Kang Jun, Young's younger brother Jun Seo. Mrs. Kang was relieved. The internship was over. Seeing them off, she reminded them finally, "Your internship is done. Your father and I were a bit worried. You two take care of each other and look after the younger brother," she said, watching them leave. She smiled silently, thankful that Jun Seo's presence had made Kang Jun Young more connected to the family. They drove to Busan. In the car, Jun Seo and her brother-in-law sat in the back laughing and chatting happily. The atmosphere was very cheerful. Kang Jun Young glanced in the mirror and seeing them, his lips tightened slightly. His eyes showed a hint of bitterness. When the car stopped, Jun Seo tilted her head and asked, "Are you tired? Do you need to use the restroom?" "No, I just need to check the car," Kang Jun Young answered curtly. "Then we'll go buy some snacks." "Do you want anything?" she asked. "No need," he said firmly, his expression somber. He seemed uncomfortable, unconcerned with her husband's mood. Jun Seo cheerfully went to buy snacks with her brother-in-law. When they returned, Jun Seo asked, "Have you been waiting long? How's the car?" "The car is fine." "It's probably me who's not fine, Kang Jun," Young said in a low voice, looking down. Then he opened the front passenger door, glanced at his brother. "Jun Seo, you're old enough to sit in the back. You sit in the front," he said, gently guiding his wife into the seat. On the way, Kang Jun Young commanded, "Coffee." Jun Seo handed him the cup as he drove. His expression visibly softened. The guy was even jealous of his own brother. All is calm now. Arriving at her grandfather's house, Jun Seo immediately ran to hug him tightly. "I missed you so much, Grandpa. I'm sorry for visiting so late." Her grandfather hugged her back tightly, then cheerfully greeted the two Kang brothers. "Are you two doing well? How are your parents?" "Yes," Jun Seo replied politely. "My parents are well, Grandpa. We'd like to spend our summer vacation at your house." Her grandfather patted her head, smiling kindly. "Of course, just enjoy the scenery here. You'll grow to love it." As Jun Seo and his brother went inside with Ms. Sunji, the grandfather turned to Kang Jun Young. "Come outside. I want to talk to you out here," he asked slowly. "Has your father ever told you about the connection between our two families? He only said that without our help, your family wouldn't have survived until today." "Yes, Kang Jun," Young answered honestly. "Yes, that's all," the grandfather mused. "So your father never told you about what nearly caused your family to collapse?" "No," Kang Jun Young frowned. "I don't understand what you mean, sir." The grandfather slowly began to explain. "Many years ago, there was a man pretending to be a businessman. In reality, he was a loan shark who tried to ruin our construction company. His name was No Young-tae." "No Young-tae," he said. "Do you mean the son of former legislator No Jing-yu Kang?" Jun Young asked in surprise. "You know them." The grandfather narrowed his eyes. "I've only heard the name, and I also know his granddaughter. No Sujin is in the same department as Jun Seo. My father once told me to be careful with their family," Kang Jun Young explained. The grandfather's face grew grim. "Kang Jun Young Jun Seo is my granddaughter. I raised her, but I never told her about my real work or the threats to our family. She only knows that her father died in an accident. Please keep this a secret until I'm gone. I don't know what they would do if they found out Jun Seo is my biological granddaughter." "Yes, my time is running out. I need you to protect her." Kang Jun Young nodded, his expression serious. "I understand, sir. I will protect her." The next morning, the group went to Jeoj Island with Jun Seo's uncle. Jun Seo and her brother-in-law were busy taking pictures. Then Jun Seo shoved her phone into Kang Jun Young's hand. "Can you take a picture of us?" The two of them struck a playful pose, and Kang Jun Young took a few shots and showed them. Jun Seo beamed. "It's so beautiful. You're a really good photographer." The younger Jun Seo grinned and suddenly suggested, "Why don't you and sister-in-law Choi Jun Seo take a picture together? I'll take it." As the two stood next to each other, the younger brother patiently found the best angle. Suddenly, Jun Seo pulled on Kang Jun Young's shirt and lightly planted a kiss on his cheek. Kang Jun Young froze, unable to react, his eyes wide with surprise. The younger brother blushed with embarrassment, but managed to snap a few beautiful shots. Jun Seo suddenly suggested, "How about you two brothers take a picture together? I'll be the photographer this time." The two brothers stood side by side, but they looked a bit awkward. "Why do you both look so stiff?" she giggled. Finally, Kang Jun Young put his arm around his brother's shoulder. Kang Jun Young also put his arm around his brother, and Jun Seo captured the perfect moment. Her uncle finished preparing the boat and called the group over. Jun Seo urged the two brothers to get on the boat. Aboard the boat, the younger Jun Seo kept looking at the photo on his phone, his face beaming. The younger Jun Seo smiled and said to her, "It's been a long time since I had a picture with him. Thank you." His voice was tinged with emotion. She asked curiously, "I just realized you two brothers don't seem very close." The younger Jun Seo hesitated slightly. "Maybe it's the age gap and he's always busy, but please don't tell him I said that." He gestured for her to keep it a secret. Kang Jun Young's voice came from behind them. It startled them both. "Oh, it's nothing," the younger brother said, laughing it off and changing the subject. "Yeah, Kang Jun." Young put his arm around her shoulder and said softly, "You get some rest, I'll hang out with my brother." The boy looked a little nervous and anxious as Jun Seo walked away. Kang Jun Young turned to his brother. "How is it going? Have you caught anything yet?" "Not yet." Jun Seo forced a smile. "I think I need to check the bait." "Jun Seo, let me help," Kang Jun Young said and started helping him. Jun Seo's uncle saw this and added, "Yeah, the bait might have fallen off." I brought some spare bait, let me go get it for you. Finally, after a while, Jun Seo caught a small fish. His eyes lit up, joy spreading across his face. Seeing his younger brother happier, Kang Jun Young excitedly took out his phone to take a picture, to send to Mr. and Mrs. Kang at home so they would not worry. As the sun began to set, Jun Seo returned. So how did it go? Jun Seo, did you catch any fish? The boy happily showed off. Yes, I did. Kang Jun Young turned his head and asked, You're awake? Sorry, I fell asleep. I think I was seasick. Seeing this, Jun Seo quickly said, Your face is so pale, lean on me and rest. Hey, you little punk, Jun Seo is my wife. She should be leaning on me, not you, Jun Seo. She could only laugh at her brother-in-law's innocence. The three of them sat together quietly watching the sunset. It has been a while since I have seen the sunset in Jeoj. Jun Seo said softly. It's still as beautiful as ever. Kang Jun Young tilted his head to look at her. His gaze was fixed on her face. Jun Seo looked away, but he suddenly spoke, making her turn away flustered. Kang Jun Young leaned in slightly, his lips gently touching hers, a tender kiss under the island's sunset. The little brother Jun Seo suddenly became a third wheel right on the boat. How infuriating. That evening during dinner, Aunt Sunji prepared a lavish meal for the whole family with grilled ribs for Jun Seo and grilled eel for her nephew-in-law Kang Jun Young. Kang Jun Young carefully picked up some food for Jun Seo, and Aunt Sunji, seeing this, said with a bright smile, I do not have to worry about Jun Seo anymore. Her husband is so thoughtful, isn't he? The maternal grandfather also nodded. He was very grateful that she married Kang Jun Young. He has the same good qualities as his father and grandfather, which puts me at ease. Seeing the two of them together, he felt relieved. Jun Seo was stunned by her grandfather's words. She probably never thought a contract marriage could progress this far. The grandfather patted Jun Seo's head, telling him to grow up to be like his father and older brother. After dinner, Jun Seo went to her bedroom. Uncle Yulong called everyone into the living room. At the grandfather's request, Jun Seo felt a bit anxious. Guessing she was about to hear something important once everyone had gathered, he slowly said, Jun Seo, I have been hiding something from you. I also told your aunt and uncle not to say anything. Last year, I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. His voice was heavy. Tears silently fell down Jun Seo's cheeks. She hugged him tightly, sobbing. Grandpa, I am sorry. I already knew I overheard it before, but pretended not to know. Her voice trembled. He held her tightly, comforting her. It's okay, my dear grandchild. I know you were just worried about me. The room fell silent. Sadness lingered in the corners of everyone's eyes. Grandpa, do not worry about me. Just take care of your own health, Jun Seo said in a trembling voice. The grandfather gave a sad smile. Jun Seo, I have lived a long life. He was accepting all of this with a calm mind. Now you have Kang Jun Young and his family as your new family. I can rest easy now, he sobbed, his voice soft. Now I am not afraid anymore. As the night deepened, Jun Seo lay in bed. A soft sob broke the silence. Kang Jun Young noticed, turned to her and said gently, Jun Seo, are you still awake? I am sorry for waking you up. She wiped her tears and said softly, but I cannot stop crying. He hugged her gently, wiping her tears. Is it because of Grandpa? Do not worry, he will be fine, he reassured her. I knew about it before, but hearing him say it today made it feel too real, and now I just feel helpless. Her voice choked with emotion. He gently stroked her hair. Jun Seo, you have already done so much. Just by being here, you have made him very happy. Go ahead and cry it all out tonight, but tomorrow cherish every moment with him. Create lots of beautiful memories. The next morning, Jun Seo and Kang Jun Young went to their grandfather's room and found him reading the newspaper. Good morning, Grandpa. Have you had breakfast? Did you take your medicine? She asked as Aunt Sunji chimed in from the side. Jun Seo, you know how stubborn your grandpa is. He will not even take his medicine. Sitting next to him, Jun Seo took his hand. You have to take your medicine on time. I am here. I will watch over you, she said firmly as Kang Jun Young also walked in. Good morning, Grandpa, he greeted warmly. Hello, Kang Jun Young. I heard you are going back to the city today? Yes, I have some work tomorrow and Jun Seo's school is starting too, he explained, and the grandfather smiled gently. Before you go back, you two should take the chance to enjoy your time here. Yes, but you have to take care of yourself too, Grandpa, Jun Seo reminded him, her eyes full of concern. Once outside, Kang Jun Young glanced at her. Are you feeling better now? Yeah, it is all thanks to you. She gently held his arm, smiling softly. Want to go somewhere before I leave? He asked jokingly. You mean on a date? He smiled. Yeah, something like that. She hesitated. It is true we have not spent time together in a while, but I do not think now is the right time. It is okay, maybe some other time, he said, hiding his sudden disappointment. Her eyes lit up. How about we go to the supermarket? The supermarket? He raised his eyebrows in surprise. A little later at the supermarket, Jun Young pushed the cart while Jun Seo leisurely picked out items. So what are you planning to cook for lunch? To be honest, I am not very good at cooking. The only thing I can make well is instant black bean noodles, she confessed, a bit embarrassed. Kang Jun Young was dumbfounded. The future looked bleak. If we move out on our own, I might have to eat black bean noodles with eggs. Just to get by, I do not want that. What are you trying to say? So you want to live with Mrs. Kang? Jun Seo said while looking at things in the supermarket. I am not a good cook, but if you tell me what you like, I will learn. Do not believe women, guys. Every woman says this at the beginning. If she cannot cook now, she will not be able to later either. There is no such thing as I am not a good cook, but I will learn. Just trust me on this, guys. So what do you like to eat? She turned back and asked, and he gave a mischievous smile. What do I like? I like you. Her eyes widened, stunned by the unexpected confession. He leaned down and gently placed a tender kiss on her cheek. I like you. People around them glanced over their looks, a mix of curiosity and scrutiny, but the two of them did not pay any mind. They were just lost in the warmth of each other's embrace. Back at home, Kang Jun Young and Jun Seo prepared to leave, and the whole family came to the door to see him off. Text me when you get there. Jun Seo called out as the car started moving. Her grandfather turned to her gently. You should have gone with your husband. It is okay, Grandpa. I still have many days off. Besides, Kang Jun Young does not mind. She smiled brightly, reassuring him. I am truly happy for you, he said in a deep, warm voice. With a look of deep contentment while Kang Jun Young was away, Jun Seo spent all her time with her grandfather, making sure he took his medicine and followed a regular schedule. In front of him, she was always cheerful and full of energy to bring him more joy. But deep inside was a sadness and worry that could not be put into words. She quietly went into her room. She took out her phone to check Kang Jun Young's message. Jun Seo and I are home. I got home safely, that is good. Are you going to the office tomorrow? Hey, Kang Jun Young, yesterday, Grandpa and I went for a walk. But we could not go far because he gets tired quickly. I am so worried his medicine is not having much effect. I am trying to convince him to get chemotherapy. The only reply to her messages was a single curt text. Yeah, I think so too. Jun Seo was not very happy to see that, but when her grandfather called, she quickly put her phone down to be with him. At night, when she had free time, she took out her phone again to call Kang Jun Young and tell him about her grandfather's condition. Kang Jun Young, are you home from work yet? She asked when the call connected. No, not yet. I am still at the office. His voice was blunt. I am with I. What? She hesitated. Yeah, he answered briefly. Honey, sorry to bother you. I just wanted to talk for a bit. Are you busy? A little, he replied indifferently. Then I will call you later. She hung up, her voice falling. During their days apart, contacting him had become difficult. He was always busy making the distance between them grow. The next morning, Jun Seo overslept and woke up late. She rushed to her grandfather's room and knocked on the door. Grandpa, are you awake? Auntie has finished making breakfast and you need to take your medicine, she said, pulling open the curtains. Hearing no reply, she turned around in a panic, rushed to the bed and grabbed his hand. Grandpa. His hand was cold. Grandpa! She screamed, her voice trembling with despair. The noise made everyone rush into the room, but it was already too late. Her grandfather had passed away. Tears streamed down her face, and all she could do was hold his hand tightly and cry out in despair. Her closest relative was gone. At the funeral, Jun Seo sat in silence, her eyes blank, her tears all dried up. Beside her, Seok Hyun and Gyeoeun quietly stayed by her side like a pillar of support. Jun Seo, your husband Kang has not arrived yet. Are you sure you told him? Someone asked worriedly. He must be busy, she replied softly, lowering her head. Let me try calling him, Seok Hyun suggested, taking out his phone, but she shook her head. It is okay, Seok Hyun, I will try calling again. Yes, she dialed Kang Jun Young's number. When he answered, she asked softly, where are you? Kang Jun Young, I am sorry, I might be late for Grandpa's funeral. I have something to take care of, just go on without me, and if you hear anything, please trust me. His voice echoed from far away. Trust you? What is there left to believe in? Jun Seo wondered, her mind reeling. All I want is to wake up and see Grandpa sitting there on the sofa with his usual gentle smile. But deep down, she knew this was not a dream. It was a harsh reality. Her aunt approached, her voice heavy with a hint of displeasure. Jun Seo, where is your husband? You did tell him, did you not? Her aunt's voice rose, laced with annoyance. He said he would be late, Jun Seo replied softly. What could possibly be more important than being here with you right now? Her aunt sighed. I thought he was different, but he is just like the others, always putting work first. What a shame. If I had known this earlier, I would not have supported this hasty marriage. Her aunt shook her head, her voice sad. Even your grandfather would be heartbroken to see this. I'm going to greet the guests. Remember to call him again. As her aunt turned away, Jun Seo silently stared at the phone in her hand. She had already called, but there was no answer. What could be more important than Grandpa's funeral? Soon after, Mr. and Mrs. Kang arrived. Mrs. Kang hugged Jun Seo tightly, her voice full of sympathy. I am sorry we could not come sooner, dear. Everything happened so suddenly. Be strong. Yes, Kang Jun Young is not here yet. Why is he not here yet? Mr. Kang asked. Jun Seo lowered her head in response. What is he doing? Mrs. Kang said irritably as she started dialing her son. Mr. Kang Tae-jin explained. There was some urgent news. He had to handle it. It is done now. He should be here already. Urgent news. He did say something about that. But why did he not tell me? Was it really that important? Jun Seo wondered. It is okay, father. He will be here soon. She forced a weak smile to reassure everyone, despite the weariness in her heart. I am sorry, dear. He should not have left you alone like this, Mrs. Kang said worriedly. I understand, mother. Please get some rest. Jun Seo comforted her softly. After both Mr. and Mrs. Kang left, she stood quietly before the funeral portrait. She wondered what her grandfather would say if he saw this, and whether he would trust Kang Jun Young. The funeral was almost over, and the silence made the air feel heavy. As people were leaving, her aunt told her to get some rest too. Just let your uncle and me handle it. Just then, Kang's trembling voice broke the heavy atmosphere. I am sorry I am late. He ran in breathlessly, standing at the doorway with a regretful face. Where have you been all this time? Her aunt asked, her voice full of frustration. He did not answer. Kang Jun Young walked quickly to Jun Seo and hugged her tightly. I am sorry, Jun Seo. Are you okay? His voice was low and gentle. Her tears finally fell as she choked out, It is too late, Kang Jun Young. Grandpa's gone. Why are you only showing up now? She cried, pushing him away, her voice trembling. Kang Jun Young was silent for a moment, then took out his phone and showed her a photo from a rumor, probably released by Soo Jin. I had to hold a press conference at TG Corp to shut it down. Her eyes widened in shock. Is this not from Guam? I cannot believe you did not know when she took this picture. That is why I told you to trust me, he said softly, kissing the back of her hand. I did not want to worry you, especially not now. But I am sorry for leaving you alone during this difficult time. Do not worry, I am here now. I will stay with you as long as you need. No, it is okay, she cut him off, hugging him tightly as tears streamed down her face. A few weeks later, as Jun Seo and Seok Hyun were walking on a quiet street, she asked softly, Hey, what kind of gifts do guys like most? Oh, are you planning to give me a gift? He laughed teasingly. No, I mean for Kang Jun Young, she stammered, a little embarrassed. It is our 100-day anniversary soon and I do not know what to get him, she confessed, her face full of worry. You? Seok Hyun frowned thoughtfully. I think girls are better at picking gifts. Do you not know what Kang likes? Seok Hyun turned to ask Jun Seo, but saw she was already staring intently into the window of a nearby store. It was a set of dumbbells, a pink dumbbell set as a gift. Are you serious? Seok Hyun asked in surprise. Yes, he likes to work out, she answered confidently. Then what is stopping you? He asked, noticing her hesitation. Things have been so awkward, she confessed, her voice tinged with anxiety, ever since Grandpa passed away. It is like we keep putting everything on hold. It is okay, Jun Seo, Seok Hyun gently reassured her. I think both your grandfather and Kang would not want you to be sad. Do not overthink it. Besides, you know him better than anyone. Men usually show their feelings through actions, he added with a small smile. Jun Seo silently pondered what Seok Hyun had just said. When they arrived at the Kang family's mansion, Seok Hyun said, Jun Seo, you should give the gift to your in-laws first. Then I will take you to the restaurant. Oh, Jun Seo turned back. No, it is okay, Kang Jun Young. Already arranged a driver for me. Seok Hyun called out, I know where the restaurant is and it is on my way. Alright, to be honest, I do not feel comfortable being alone with the driver. Thank you, Seok Hyun, she said gratefully. Inside the house, she handed a bag to Mrs. Kang. What is this? Mrs. Kang asked curiously. It is just a small gift. Thank you, mother, for always taking care of me. Jun Seo smiled warmly. Mrs. Kang took her hand and squeezed it gently. Is something wrong? Mrs. Kang asked. Jun Seo was a little surprised by the sudden gesture. Mother, it is nothing, she said gently. Her voice filled with emotion. I have been so grateful to you since you came. The two brothers have gotten closer. Kang Jun Young has also become more attached to the family. I am truly grateful to you. But she paused, her voice dropping. I also feel guilty. Why? You have not done anything wrong, have you? Jun Seo asked worriedly. Mrs. Kang hesitated, her eyes downcast. At first, I thought Kang Jun Young was not sincere with you, she confessed. I thought he only married you to repay a debt. My father-in-law and Kang Jun Young repaying a debt. Jun Seo's voice trembled, her eyes wide with shock. Mother, what do you mean? Later, when they sat down together, Jun Seo turned to Mrs. Kang and asked softly, Please tell me now. What you were about to say earlier, she hesitated, then began. You know, TG Group is what it is today, thanks to your grandfather's efforts, but because of that, your father died in an accident. Jun Seo's eyes widened in astonishment as Mrs. Kang continued. At first, I thought Kang Jun Young married you to take responsibility for all of that, but now I see it as more than that. I see that the way he smiles when he is with you is genuine. He truly loves you. Her hands trembled slightly at those words. But she still replied gently, Yes, mother, we have loved each other from the start. You have a date with him, do you not? Let me call the driver to take you, Mrs. Kang asked, changing the subject. It is not necessary, mother. My friend is waiting at the gate. He will take me. Jun Seo replied softly, bowed, and excused herself. After changing her clothes, she walked out of the house. Let me call the driver to take you, Mrs. Kang asked, changing the subject. It is not necessary, mother. My friend is waiting at the gate. He will take me. Jun Seo replied softly, bowed, and excused herself. After changing her clothes, she walked out of the house. The slamming door startled Seok Hyun, who was waiting in the car. He found it strange. Hey Jun Seo, what is wrong? You have changed your clothes? Let us just go, she commanded, her voice tense, while Kang Jun Young sat at the restaurant. He glanced at his watch. Half an hour had passed, but there was still no sign of Jun Seo. He dialed her number, but no one answered. Worried, he called his mother, who told him. Jun Seo had left a while ago with a friend. A friend? Who? Kang Jun Young asked sharply. His mother did not know either. I only heard from driver Kim that your wife left with a friend in a red sports car, his mother answered. Jun Young immediately realized it was Seok Hyun. His jaw tightened. Did you say anything to her? His mother confessed. I might have let it slip that I initially thought you married her out of gratitude. Did she not know about this before? Kang Jun Young ran a hand through his hair, sighing heavily. I only found out a few days ago myself. He did not want her to know because it is related to her father's accident. His mother sighed. I thought your father had already told you. Since you two are always together, I just reminded you to be careful with her family. It's okay, Mrs. Kang. Leave it to me. Kang Jun Young replied and ended the call. He worried about how Jun Seo felt after hearing all of this. An hour earlier, as Seok Hyun's car approached the restaurant, Jun Seo still refused to get out. Sorry, please take me to GA station, she said, her voice full of frustration. Where are you trying to go? Just tell me and I'll take you there, Seok Hyun asked worriedly. Jun Seo's state was very unstable at the moment. She didn't know where to go either, only that she wanted to check if it was true. How about I take you to your grandpa's house in Goje? It's not far. She shook her head, wiping her tears. Jun Seo, you can talk to me. I'm your friend, remember? Seok Hyun said gently. She gripped the door handle tightly. I'm sorry, Seok Hyun. I just want to be alone, her voice choked. He reached out and took her hand. I understand, but let me take you home first, he said firmly. I don't want to go home. I need to think things through before I go back, she blurted out, her voice filled with frustration. Seok Hyun was silent for a moment, then sighed. All right, but I can't leave you here alone. If anything happens, Director Kang will kill me. After saying that, he turned the car around, took her to a hotel, and booked a room. Huh, what's this all about, Seok Hyun? Comforting your best friend, not wanting to leave her alone, but why take her to a hotel and book a room? This part is confusing. Why did you bring me here? She asked, bewildered. Stay here tonight. Take some time to think. I'll come pick you up tomorrow, he replied, opening the hotel room door for her. Thank you. Drive safe, she said softly, expressing her gratitude. He looked at her for a moment, his eyes filled with worry, then nodded slightly, closed the door, and left her alone in the room. His eyes filled with worry, he nodded slightly, closed the door, and left her alone in the room. Jun Seo clutched her phone and called Uncle Yu Young. Uncle, can you give me a straight answer? She began, her hand trembling with tension. What is the connection between Kang Jun Young's family and my grandfather's accident? The other end of the line was silent for a moment. Uncle, I'm not a child anymore. Please, tell me the truth, she urged, her voice trembling. The uncle sighed heavily before speaking. Back then, both your grandfather and Mr. Kang were not just close friends, but also successful businessmen. Mr. Kang's business was flourishing, but he got involved with some powerful politicians. That caused him big trouble. Your grandfather stepped in to help, thinking everything was over, but those same powerful people retaliated. On the day of the accident, your father was driving your maternal grandfather's car when the tragedy struck. Your maternal grandfather was devastated, but he kept it all a secret to protect you from a similar tragedy. He loved you too much to risk losing you too. The call ended, and Jun Seo sat in stunned silence, her thoughts in turmoil. He loved me so much, but I was still just a burden to him. Questions flooded her mind. Did Kang Jun Young know all this from the beginning? I'm a burden to him too. What if he meets the same fate as my father? What about Mrs. Kang and Grandpa? The thought made her chest tighten in despair. The opening of a door cut through her spiraling thoughts. She turned around quickly. Seok Hyun, she called out, but her eyes widened in shock when she saw the person standing there was Kang Jun Young. What? How? How did you know I was here? She asked, surprised. Seok Hyun called and told me you were here. He replied, close the door. His gaze was stern yet full of worry. Jun Se, don't misunderstand. I know about the conversation between you and Mrs. Kang, Kang Jun Young began, his voice calm but firm. I'm not misunderstanding. She cut him off, her voice trembling, tears glistening in her eyes. But now I know the truth. I was a burden to Grandpa. And I don't want to be a burden to you anymore, she said, her words broken by sobs. What do you mean? Let's go home and talk. Trembling, he frowned, his voice deepening. She shook her head and backed away. From now on, forget about the debt. I'm letting you go. Her words left him stunned. Kang Jun Young quickly stepped forward and grabbed her hand tightly. Jun Seo, I didn't marry you out of gratitude. His voice rang with conviction. But it wasn't for love either, she cut in resolutely. Her voice was sharp as if stating a fact. Looking straight into his eyes, she said, we got married under a contract. Now that Grandpa is gone, the contract is void. Do you understand? And with that, Kang Jun Young stood silently for a moment. Her words seemed to weigh heavily on his shoulders. Finally, he regained his composure, his gaze firm. Why are you bringing up the contract? That contract became meaningless the day he began to say. But Jun Seo interrupted him again. Her voice was just as resolute. Our meeting was a mistake from the very beginning. This is what's best for both of us. Please, just go. Her voice trembled but was filled with determination. Jun Se, he called out, his frustration breaking his long-held composure. He gritted his teeth, his voice low with regret. That contract, I wish I had never brought it up. I wish we had started things differently, he said firmly, clenching his fists and lowering his head. It doesn't matter anymore. I see you're this worried, but you have never been and will never be a burden to me. He saw her stubborn refusal to yield. He understood she needed time to calm down. With a heavy heart, he turned and walked out of the room, knowing that pushing further would only make things worse. Outside, Seok Hyun was waiting. He stepped forward, his face tense. You're just hurting her more. How can you be her husband and not understand her feelings? He questioned, his voice full of anger. Kang Jun Young turned back slightly, his eyes icy. If this continues, I will take her away from you. I'm serious. Seok Hyun warned, his voice firm. Just try me, Kang Jun Young replied and turned away. Kang Jun Young, How was dinner? Mrs. Kang asked casually. It was good. We decided to stay at a hotel. He lied, forcing a smile. Where's Jun Seo? Didn't she come back with you? Did she misunderstand what I said? She asked, her worry evident. No, Mrs. Kang, nothing's wrong. She's fine. She's staying at school for an event. Jun Young replied smoothly. Then I'm relieved. She sighed in relief as she entered her room. He saw a gift box on the table and curiously opened it. His expression suddenly softened. Inside was a set of dumbbells with a small note. Think of me when you work out with these. He clutched the note, her words from last night echoing in his mind. Elsewhere, Jun Seo met with Gyo Eun. You should stay at my place until everything is sorted out. Gyo Eun suggested gently. Seriously, you should have called me last night. You don't have to go through this alone. Thank you, Jun Seo replied, her voice full of gratitude. Just then, Soo-jin's voice came from nearby. Congratulations on the thing with Seok Hyun, Jun Seo. I left early that day, so I didn't get to congratulate you. She gave a fake, sweet smile and sat down next to her. Her voice laced with fake pity, she pretended. I don't know who keeps linking me with Kang Jun Young, but it looks like you got dragged into the mess too. I'm sorry about that. She looked at Jun Seo, her eyes gleaming with insincerity. I was really shocked. She sighed, then got up and headed to class. Gyo-eun watched her and remarked that it seemed like she really didn't know. You're married to Kang Jun Young? Yeah, but soon enough, none of it will matter anymore. Jun Seo replied softly, her eyes downcast. A little later, Jun Seo returned to the Kang residence to get some of her things. Entering the room, she saw that the gift box she gave Kang Jun Young had been opened. Her heart fluttered. I wonder if he liked it. But she quickly pushed the thought away. It didn't matter anymore as she packed her clothes, preparing to leave. Mrs. Kang called out, Jun Seo, you're back? She froze, startled. Mrs. Kang, I thought you were at school, so I didn't prepare lunch. Seeing Mrs. Kang's warm attitude, Jun Seo realized Kang Jun Young had lied to cover for her. Jun Seo decided to go along with the lie. I still have some things to do at school, Mrs. Kang. Yes, I just came back to get a few things. I'll be staying at a friend's house tonight to finish up, she explained. Ah, so that's why Kang Jun Young said he was going out of town, Mrs. Kang remarked, which made Jun Seo pause. Out of town? She thought to herself. But she quickly regained her composure. Well, that's better for both of us. Less entanglement, she told herself. Then, remember to take care of yourself. Mrs. Kang advised gently. Yes, thank you, Mrs. Kang. I'll be going now, Jun Seo replied, walking out of the house. Kang Jun Young's words echoed in her mind again. You have never been a burden to me, and you will never be a burden. In a coffee shop somewhere, a man was hunched over a laptop, typing furiously. His movements rushed. His fingers froze as a shadow fell over his screen. Looking up, he saw Min Jun standing in front of him. Giving a polite but firm smile, he greeted him. I'm Min Jun from TG Corp. The man's expression immediately tensed up. Realizing Min Jun was representing AI, the man quickly shut his laptop and was about to leave. But before he could even get up, Min Jun placed his hand on the table, blocking his path. It's best if you cooperate, Min Jun said calmly. His voice was polite, but the implication was clear. The man gritted his teeth, looking reluctant but knowing he had no other choice. Elsewhere, Kang Jun Young leaned back in his chair, phone in hand, listening to Min Jun's report. His expression remained unreadable as Min Jun spoke. I've made a deal with the reporter. We'll get all the data related to the No family. Kang Jun Young exhaled softly, his face thoughtful. Good. Keep an eye on everything. Min Jun hesitated for a moment before asking, by the way, are you still in the country? Or have you already flown to Singapore? I'm still here, Kang Jun Young replied, but I'm flying out tonight. Min Jun's voice held a hint of concern. Isn't that dangerous? Kang Jun Young leaned back, his eyes fixed on the screen in front of him, lost in thought. What Soo-jin had done wasn't much, but it was enough to bother Jun Seo, and she was fully capable of doing much worse. Then he narrowed his eyes, muttering, but besides that, something doesn't add up. Why is the No family suddenly going easy on us? Instead of making things difficult, they're trying to get closer, which is not their usual way. Min Jun thought for a moment. Perhaps it's because it's beneficial to them, and don't forget Soo-jin has been after you since childhood. That could also be the reason. Kang Jun Young's jaw clenched as the pieces started to fall into place. The No family wants me to be with Soo-jin, so they're orchestrating everything to push me towards her. He let out a small, dry laugh. For the first time, I'm actually grateful Soo-jin likes me. As long as they think we have a chance, my family and Jun Seo will be safe, but that won't last forever. I need to find a better way to retaliate when the time comes. Kang Jun Young stood up. He walked slowly to the glass window overlooking the city, his gaze fixed on the distant twinkling lights. A thought crossed his mind. If the No family orchestrated all of this, then Soo-jin suddenly showing up in Guam can't be a coincidence. Only a few people knew about that trip, my family and my trusted staff. His expression darkened as the realization hit him. If it wasn't my family, then someone in the office must have leaked the information. The final pieces were starting to fall into place. The next day, a worried Gyo Eun advised Jun Seo to reconsider her decision to split up. With Kang Jun Young, are you sure this is what you really want? Have you thought it through? But Jun Seo remained resolute. In the end, it's just a contract. Her voice was firm. Gyo Eun sighed, but what about your feelings? Before she could answer, Seok Hyun walked up from behind with his arms crossed. Because of her feelings, they've been hurt too many times, so I support her decision. His voice was certain. Gyo-eun narrowed her eyes at him. You're just taking advantage of the situation, ignoring their bickering. Jun Seo walked ahead silently, lost in her thoughts. After a few steps, she turned back to Gyo-eun. Can I go over to your place first? Huh? I thought we were going to a cafe? Gyo-eun asked, surprised. Let's go next time. I'm a little tired today, Jun Seo replied softly, understanding her friend's mood. Gyo-eun didn't press further. Okay, see you in a bit. As Jun Seo walked away, Gyo-eun shot a warning glance at Seok Hyun. You'd better not make things any worse. Yeah, I get it, he muttered, recognizing the gravity of the situation. Later, at a cafe, Gyo-eun was standing in line, debating which dessert to get. When she noticed someone ordering ahead of her, annoyed, she looked up and saw it was Min-jun. He was here too. You? She asked, raising an eyebrow. Min-jun smirked. Good places attract good people. Noticing her indecision, he casually recommended a dessert. Eventually, they ended up at the same table. While chatting, Min-jun asked, Where's Jun Seo? I thought you two were always attached at the hip. She has a lot on her mind, so she went home early, Gyo-eun explained. Things are tense between her and director Kang. Min-jun leaned back and said slowly, Kang Jun Young always buries himself in work when something's wrong, but don't think for a second he's not thinking about her. I just hope she'll reconsider this separation, he sighed worriedly. This isn't really helping anything. Min-jun continued, but trust me, Kang Jun Young isn't the type to give up easily. They continued to chat for a while longer, their conversation about dessert gradually lightening the mood. As Gyo-eun checked her phone and prepared to leave, Min-jun suddenly said, Gyo-eun. His voice was casual yet direct. She looked up. Can I get your number? He asked with a confident smile. I might know a few more good restaurants to recommend to you. Gyo-eun's eyes widened slightly at the unexpected request. She hesitated for a moment, but then gave a small nod and they exchanged numbers. When she got home, Jun Seo sat staring blankly at her phone, subconsciously waiting for a call or a message. Her mind drifted to the past, replaying every moment she had spent with Kang Jun Young. His absence felt immense. It was a void she wasn't ready to acknowledge, but she told herself she would soon learn to be fine without him. Meanwhile, in Singapore, Kang Jun Young was doing the exact same thing, staring at his phone, lost in thought as hundreds of questions raced through his mind. Are you okay? Do you miss me, even just a little? When will you come back? But then, negative thoughts started to creep in. Is this really the end for us? Has she really decided to let go? A few days later, Jun Seo and Seok Hyun were walking together on campus. The chill in the air made Seok Hyun, in his thin clothes, shiver slightly. But what really caught his attention was the persistent sadness in Jun Seo's eyes. You're still staying at Gyo-eun's house. Are you really okay? He broke the silence. She turned to him and nodded. Yeah, Gyo-eun doesn't mind. He sighed. I'm not talking about Gyo-eun. I mean Kang Jun Young. It's been a week since you left. Are you really planning to break up with him? She was silent for a moment before answering. Does it matter? Weren't you supporting my decision just a few days ago? She asked, lowering her head. He watched her closely, his expression full of concern, and then he asked, Jun Seo, maybe this is bad timing, but does this mean I have a chance again? No. She froze at his question, her tone quickly turning serious. I'm not ready to think about that right now. Seok Hyun chuckled softly and glanced over her shoulder. You've been missing him this whole time, haven't you? She looked at him, startled. Be honest with yourself, Jun Seo. His voice was gentle, and tell him that to his face. Following Seok Hyun's gaze, Jun Seo turned around and saw Kang Jun Young standing there, his eyes filled only with love for her. Seok Hyun smiled, gave a nod, and then gave her a gentle but firm push. Go on, make up with him. She stumbled forward, caught off guard by the push, but before she could fall, Kang Jun Young caught her in a tight embrace. I'm sorry, Jun Seo, he whispered, holding her close. I couldn't wait for you to come to me any longer. He cupped her face, his eyes gazing deeply into hers. I missed you, Jun Seo, his voice thick with longing. But before she could respond, a sharp voice interrupted them. What do you two think you're doing? Sujin was standing there, her face flushed with anger. Jun Young and Jun Seo ignored her, but she wasn't ready to give up. Grabbing Jun Seo's wrist, she yelled, Didn't you hear me? Annoyed, Jun Seo forcefully pulled her hand away. You're the one who needs to stop, Sujin. You act like Kang Jun Young is your property. You pretend to be my friend to my face, but you stab me in the back. You think I don't know who started those rumors at the office? Jun Seo shoves Sujin, making her fall to the ground. Man, watching this part is so satisfying. I always thought Jun Seo was some naive, gentle girl. Jun Seo shoves Sujin, making her fall to the ground. Watching this part is so satisfying. I always thought Jun Seo was some naive, gentle girl who knew nothing. Turns out she knew everything, y'all. She just didn't want to cause trouble. But if you push her too far, she'll show you what a woman can do. Listen here, Sujin. Jun Seo's voice was firm, her raw frustration stunning everyone around them. Sujin's face twisted in rage. She screamed, You've got some nerve. First it was Seok Hyun, now it's Kang Jun Young. You just can't live without a man, can you? Losing her cool, she lunged at Jun Seo, raising her hand to slap her. But before she could make contact, Kang Jun Young quickly stepped in front of Jun Seo, shielding her. His gaze turned icy as he looked back at Sujin. If you dare touch my wife, you'll regret it. Sujin froze, her breath caught in her throat. What? Your wife? What are you talking about? Her voice trembled with disbelief. Sujin, We're all adults here. Do I really have to explain to you what a wife is? His voice was full of sarcasm, and the whispers around them grew louder. Soo-jin was furious, enunciating every word. Kang Jun Young, what the hell are you talking about? He added coldly. Soo-jin, look around you. Soo-jin then turned her head and realized a large crowd of students and staff had gathered. Everyone was holding up their phones. Recording the entire chaotic scene, she clenched her fists and yelled, "See everyone! Jun Seo, who used to date Seok Hyun, is now shamelessly hitting on Kang Jun Young." But instead of taking her side, the crowd just whispered amongst themselves. Everyone knew Seok Hyun was a notorious player, and neither he nor Jun Seo had ever admitted to dating. As a result, all eyes turned to Soo-jin, exposing her as the one spreading rumors. Moreover, many people had recorded the entire incident. Every word and every gesture was recorded. Meanwhile, at No Corporation, Mr. An entered the office. With a tense expression, he handed a tablet to Soo-jin's father. "Sir, you need to see this." Soo-jin's father glanced at the screen. An article appeared with scandalous photos of Soo-jin with several other men. His face darkened. "Where is she?" His voice was clearly irritated. Before he could answer, Soo-jin burst in, her voice urgent. "Father, you have to help me." He coldly handed her the tablet. "Have you seen the news?" Bewildered, Soo-jin snatched the device from Mr. An's hand. As her eyes scanned the headlines, her face turned pale. "What the hell is this reporter doing? Why is everything falling apart today?" she screamed, her anger exploding. "Father, and that's not all." Still trembling, Soo-jin clenched her fists. "Did you know Kang Jun Young is married?" she blurted out. He frowned. "I've never heard about that, and if he were, it would be to someone from a powerful family. This must be another baseless rumor." "No, father, it's not a rumor. He said it himself today in front of everyone. He's married to Jun Seo," Soo-jin yelled, still in disbelief. Mr. An's head shot up. "Is it Choi Jun Seo? Who else could it be?" Soo-jin snapped. "Your people are useless. How did no one know about this beforehand?" Mr. An stood up straight, his face expressionless, silently taking the blame. "If my people knew nothing about it, it means it was truly a secret marriage. Kang Jun Young must have deliberately hidden it." In the middle of speaking, the tablet in front of Mr. An suddenly lit up with a new notification. His eyes widened in shock when he saw the content. Soo-jin noticed his reaction and snatched the device. Her heart sank as she saw the video playing, a clear recording of her attacking Jun Seo. Kang Jun Young stepped in to intervene, and then publicly declared his love for his wife in front of everyone. The blood in her veins ran cold. In a fit of rage, she threw the tablet against the wall. "No way, this can't be happening," she yelled as Assistant Anne said cautiously. "I think you should calm down first, miss, regarding the defamatory images." "Miss, I will investigate who posted those things at once." Soo-jin flew into a rage. "Investigate it for me right now. No mistakes this time. Find out who posted these pictures. I'll make them regret it." Her father, in contrast, stood up with a calm demeanor. Seething with anger, he asked calmly, "Daughter, have you made an enemy of someone in the modeling industry? Perhaps that person wants to harm you." Soo-jin's father crossed his arms, his voice smug. "A beautiful model like you surely has many jealous rivals." But she continued to scowl, annoyed, thinking to herself, "That bitch Choi Jun Seo. This is all her fault. What does she have that I don't? All right, daughter, I will talk to Kang Jun Young myself. He will have no other choice but to choose you. You will have everything, Kang Jun Young and his company." Her voice turned cold. "If he dares to refuse, he will regret it." He turned to Mr. An, ordering him to find out everything about Choi Jun Seo. "I want to know exactly who she is, and why she thinks she has the right to take what belongs to my daughter." At the Kang residence, Kang Jun Young and Jun Seo were wrapped in each other's arms. The long-awaited kiss deepened. When he let her go, his lips curved into a gentle smile. His arm still held her tight as he said, "I saw you push her away and say those things to Soo-jin. You must have been holding back for a long time today," he whispered. "Grandfather told me you had a hot temper and used to get into fights as a kid. You're pretty tough, huh?" But she buried her face in his chest, her voice small. "That's true, but I haven't been impulsive for a long time. It's just that when it comes to you, I can't control myself," she confessed. He held her tighter. Worry flickered in her voice, but now everything is out in the open. "What will happen to you, Kang Jun Young? I'm afraid they'll do something." "Don't worry," he reassured her. "I've already prepared for everything." As for the contract, he crossed his arms. He paused for a moment, then lifted her face. "We've broken so many clauses that it's meaningless now." Without hesitation, he took out the contract and tore it into pieces, letting them flutter to the floor. Kang Jun Young suddenly pulled Jun Seo close, hugging her tightly, and whispered softly into her hair. "Never leave me again, Jun Seo. I love you." They lost track of time lying next to each other, curled in each other's warmth. After a while, Jun Seo called out softly, "Kang Jun Young, what about your lecturer job at the university? And me? What will happen now?" He remained calm. "Don't worry, just wait for their decision. Either way, I'm prepared for everything." She sat up slightly, her face worried. "What do you mean?" "Now you know about the connection between Soo-jin's family and yours. You need to know everything. As your wife, I worry about you. I don't want anything to happen to you." But Kang Jun Young just looked at her for a moment. his expression unreadable. Then, instead of answering, he leaned in and kissed her, a kiss conveying all his gratitude and love for her unwavering concern. When they parted, she looked deep into his eyes. "You knew about this from the beginning, didn't you?" "No." He leaned back against the headboard, his gaze distant. "I only found out when we visited your grandfather earlier this year. He warned me to stay away from that family." "Sujin's family," she uttered. "Didn't you investigate all their business dealings after that?" "Sujin's family," she exclaimed. "Didn't you investigate all their business dealings after that? Their past dealings and potential threats, I've already ensured my family is safe. There's something much bigger behind it all." She gripped his hand tightly. "Kang Jun Young, you have to be careful, because of what happened to my family." She had thought Sujin's obsession with Kang Jun Young was just a crazy crush, but now it was clear. "Whatever happens, we'll face it together." Her eyes lit up with determination. "I'll be by your side." "Could they target you too?" "Nothing will happen to me," he reassured her. "I've prepared for everything. Whatever happens, we'll face it together." Her eyes lit up with determination. "I'll be by your side." "Tomorrow, come to the cafe," Min Jin suggested. She tilted her head in confusion. "Why tomorrow? Why not tonight?" He chuckled softly, leaning in close. "Because tonight, we're not leaving this bed. Today, I just want to spend it all here with you," he whispered, following up with long, gentle kisses. The next day, Kang Jun Young and Jun Seo went to the cafe Kim Min Jun had suggested. He chuckled softly, leaning in close. "Because tonight, we're not leaving this bed. Today, I just want to spend it all here with you," he whispered, following up with long, gentle kisses. The next day, Kang Jun Young and Jun Seo went to the cafe that Kim Min suggested. She called out, "Surprised." "I'm just as surprised," Gyo-eun replied, turning around. "Oh, you two came together?" Before they could say more, the door opened again. Someone else walked in. "Gyo-eun, go grab a seat. I'll order," Min Jun said. "Min Jun, what are you doing here too?" Kang Jun Young blinked, a little surprised. Jun Seo's eyes widened in realization. "Wait a minute, are you two dating?" Someone else walked in. "Gyo-eun, go grab a seat. I'll order," Min Jun said. "Min Jun, what are you doing here too?" When the four of them sat down, Gyo-eun tried to change the subject, but Jun Seo wouldn't let it go. She asked, her voice full of curiosity. The other two remained silent, neither confirming nor denying it. When the four of them sat down, Gyo-eun tried to change the subject, but Jun Seo wouldn't let it go. "Stop avoiding it, just tell us. Since when?" she pressed. Kim Min Jun leaned back, rested his chin on his hand, and smiled faintly. "Well, it started because of you two. We kept meeting up to talk about you two, and got close without realizing it." Kang Jun Young felt like he'd been kept in the dark by his own best friend. He crossed his arms and asked, "Why didn't you tell me, Min Jun? You've been doing a lot behind my back, haven't you?" Min Jun laughed it off. "Oh, of course." Then he quickly corrected himself. "Don't overthink it. Kang Jun Young, we just started seeing each other and we're planning to tell you when you two got back together." "Wow, this means we can go on double dates now." Jun Seo clapped excitedly. "Yeah," Kang Jun Young raised an eyebrow, looking unimpressed. "Didn't you say you only wanted to date me?" he asked, as she leaned in playfully. "Placing a light kiss on your lips is the same thing," she whispered, smiling sweetly, gently tempting him. A few days after Jun Seo arrived at school, she noticed curious eyes still following her. "It's been 2 weeks and they're still staring," she muttered. "Well, you did hug the teacher, right in the middle of the schoolyard." "What else is new?" Seok Hyun replied tiredly, taking a sip of coffee. "Besides, he's every girl's dream guy. They're probably just jealous," he added with a smirk. Then his gaze shifted to Gyo-eun. "What about you? Why didn't you tell me about your relationship? You don't need to know everything," Gyo-eun replied coldly, then stood up to get something. When she returned, she handed Jun Seo a Vietnamese-style sandwich. Min Jun recommended this one. "You should try it," he said. "It's delicious." "Okay," Seok Hyun, standing nearby, chimed in excitedly. "I want to try that sandwich too." "Why are you two eating without me?" In response to Seok Hyun's plea, Gyo-eun replied coolly. "You can go buy one yourself." "Okay." Jun Seo happily took a bite but immediately froze, her face turning pale. She covered her mouth with her hand, pushed the sandwich back to Gyo-eun, and rushed towards the restroom. Gyo-eun and Seok Hyun glanced at each other. Neither said a word, but both were thinking the same thing. Hey, I'm okay," Jun Seo returned, still wiping her mouth with a napkin. "It was just the cilantro." "I ate too much," she explained, reaching for her cup of coffee but stopping before she took a sip. Gyo-eun and Seok Hyun shouted in unison. "Don't drink it!" She froze, confused. "What's wrong with coffee?" she asked, looking back and forth between them. Gyo-eun hesitated for a moment, then finally asked suspiciously, "What if you're pregnant?" Jun Seo nearly choked. "I told you it was just the cilantro." She became flustered. Seok Hyun ran a hand through his hair and sighed. "Jun Seo, you're a married woman now. You should at least consider the possibility." "Yeah, many women don't even realize it at first. You should get checked." Gyo-eun nodded in agreement. Jun Seo's eyes widened, her face growing paler. She had never considered that possibility, but now that they mentioned it, it was entirely possible. Before she could reply, a car pulled up right behind them. Seok Hyun glanced through the window. Immediately, Seok Hyun greeted him with a grin, not even waiting for Kang Jun Young to reply. Gyo-eun rushed over, and they both shouted, "Congratulations on becoming a father, Kang Jun Young." Kang Jun Young stood there, stunned. Completely taken by surprise, he stared at them, his eyes wide, unable to process what he had just heard. That evening, back home, Jun Seo stood dazedly at the door. Jun Seo, do you also think what they said is true? Kang Jun Young asked, taking off his jacket, his eyes fixed on her. I don't know, she replied, her mind still a mess. I just ate a sandwich and threw up because of the cilantro, that's all. He walked closer, his brows furrowed. But how are you feeling? Is your period late? His voice was urgent. No, I feel normal, she reassured him. Kang Jun Young let out a long breath, but the worry hadn't left his face. Do you want to shower first, or should I? She asked, trying to change the subject. You go first, I have some work to do, he replied, his thoughtful gaze following her. After she left, he stood silently for a moment, lost in thought. Not long after, Jun Seo returned from her shower. But Kang Jun Young was nowhere to be seen. Confused, she went to look for him. Looking for me? His voice came from behind as he entered the room. Where did you go? She asked curiously, but he didn't answer. He just placed a small bag in front of her. I went to get this, he said, opening the bag to reveal a pregnancy test. Take it, he urged, his expression serious. A moment later, Jun Seo came back with the result in her hand and held it out to him. See, I told you. It was just the cilantro, she said sternly. Kang Jun Young looked at her, then let out a soft laugh and pulled her into a warm hug. Kang Jun Young, to be honest, I'm not ready to have a child. I still want to focus on my studies, Jun Seo confessed, her voice hesitant. She looked up to meet his eyes. Were you looking forward to it? Kang Jun Young cupped her face with both hands. His thumbs gently caressed her cheeks. Jun-se, I want us to be ready first, and maybe that's not right now, he said, his voice deep and sincere. But yes, he was looking forward to it. The next day, as Jun Seo was walking across the schoolyard, she suddenly heard someone call her name, Jun Seo. Before she could react, Gyo-eun grabbed her hand and pulled her into a quiet corner. What's wrong, is it urgent? Jun Seo asked in surprise, seeing her friend's anxious expression. Yeah, it's really urgent, Gyo-eun whispered, struggling to find the words. She hesitated for a moment then leaned in close. Her voice dropped. Actually, I'm the one who's pregnant. Jun Seo's eyes widened in shock. What? She gripped her friend's shoulders, her voice filled with concern. Are you sure? Have you taken a test? Have you told Min Jun? I've tested twice, Gyo-eun admitted, worry etched on her face. Still in shock, Jun Seo continued to press her. But you two just started dating. How could it happen so fast? It just happened. We couldn't control ourselves and weren't careful. Gyo-eun hesitated a bit before continuing. I still don't know how to tell Min Jun. We just started. I don't know how he'll react. Hearing this, Jun Seo's expression suddenly hardened. If he doesn't take responsibility, I'll be here with you, no matter what. You'll never be alone. Touched by her friend's support, Gyo-eun smiled gratefully. Thank you, Jun-se. It really means a lot to me. That night at the Kang residence, Kang Jun Young was working in his study. He noticed Jun Seo walk in with an unreadable expression. She was silent, but he could sense something was on her mind. He closed his laptop, leaned back in his chair, and asked, "What's wrong?" She hesitated, then finally told him about Gyo-eun. Kang Jun Young listened as she told him everything she knew, that Gyo-eun was pregnant and hadn't told Min Jun yet. As she spoke, she glanced up at him, only to see that he didn't seem surprised at all. Why aren't you shocked? She asked, narrowing her eyes suspiciously. Noticing her tone, Kang Jun Young smirked slightly. Oh, I am surprised, he replied casually. But more importantly, how is she doing? He stood up and walked closer to her. She's worried this will change their relationship since they just started, Jun Seo confessed. Actually, I was shocked that they, went that far. Were they that sure about their feelings for each other? While it took us so much time. Yeah, Kang Jun Young chuckled softly. That's just a man's instinct. Jun Seo, his voice deepened. When a man is with the woman he loves, he won't hesitate. He leaned in slightly, easily lifting her and setting her on the desk. And you have no idea how many times I've had to hold myself back. But before he could do anything more, Jun Se stopped him. Did Min Jun say anything to you? Her voice was filled with curiosity as she tilted her head. I've known him since he was 15. He's always been someone who thinks things through. If he's gone this far, he's definitely thought about marrying Gyo-eun. Yes, his voice turned serious. Hearing that, Jun Se nodded, but after a moment's hesitation, she added, there's one more thing I want to ask. She raised a hand, her fingers gently touching his lips to stop him from leaning closer. It's about Soo-jin. You mentioned a lot of legal issues the other day, but I didn't fully understand. Can you teach me? I want to be able to handle things better myself in the future. For the past 2 weeks, she had been surrounded by reporters right at the school gate, forced to confirm that she was indeed married to Kang Jun Young of Taijin Corp. The situation was no different for Kang Jun Young. He was constantly hounded by the media and staff for every detail. Seeing him like that, Jun Seo couldn't help but smile. She wrapped her arms around him and gave him a surprise kiss, which stunned Kang Jun Young for a moment, but he quickly responded. Holding her tightly, the kiss deepened. 12 days earlier, Soo-jin's father had ordered Mr. An to bring the reporter to him immediately. 2 men dragged the reporter into the room. At the same time, Min Jun informed Kang Jun Young that the reporter had been captured by Mr. No. Soo-jin stood with her arms crossed, watching with a frown. Annoyed, the reporter snorted, Did you bring me here because of the rumors about Soo-jin? If so, I haven't done anything wrong. Rumors. They exist because they're true. And besides, it's not hard to dig up dirt on her. Many people in the modeling world already hated her. Hearing that, Sujin's eyes flashed with anger. How dare a lowly reporter talk to me like that, she snapped, turning to her dad. Her voice sharp, she demanded her father do something. Then Mr. No waved his hand, signaling his bodyguards to restrain reporter Kim and force him to his knees. Mr. No stood up, his voice calm but cold. "Reporter Kim," he began, "I assume you have a plan ready to dare speak so loudly in front of me, because you must understand. After this arrogance, leaving here in one piece won't be easy." His words carried a clear warning. The reporter fell silent, suddenly realizing the gravity of the situation the moment he entered the room. He had anticipated this outcome. Mr. No then turned to Sujin. "For now, you need to withdraw from everything. Stay out of sight, don't appear anywhere." Then he shifted his gaze to On and added, "As for Kang Jun Young, it's time to apply some pressure. I'll handle it personally, but somewhere else. It's time to apply some pressure. I'll handle it personally, but somewhere else." "You're the one who called me out so suddenly," she said as he sat down, suggesting they find a warm place indoors. He was looking for a nearby cafe on his phone, but when Gyo-eun just looked at him silently, he didn't respond. After a moment, she finally spoke. "Min-jun, do you love me? What if we get married?" Her voice was calm. Surprised by the question, Min-jun answered casually. "Why the sudden talk about marriage?" He smiled. "Anyway, I just found a great restaurant. The wine there is amazing," but before he could say more, she snatched his phone. Her voice serious. "Listen to me, Min-jun. For the next 8 months, I can't drink alcohol." Min-jun stared at her, trying to understand. Her voice serious. "Listen to me, Min-jun. From now on, for the next 8 months, I can't drink alcohol." Min-jun stared at her, trying to understand. "Are you saying I'm about to become a—" But before he could finish, Gyo-eun suddenly stood up. "It's okay, Min-jun. I don't expect you to take responsibility. I already knew what you'd say. I just wanted to let you know since you're the biological father. And don't worry, my brother Jun Seo has already agreed to be the godfather," she said in a rush, her voice thick with emotion. Min-jun blinked in confusion. "Jun, who?" He struggled to process the flood of information. Taking a deep breath, she tried to stay calm. "Our relationship ends here," she declared, turning to leave. But before she could, Min-jun grabbed her wrist, pulling her back. "How can you decide that on your own?" His voice was firm. "I love you, Gyo-eun, and I'm going to marry you." "Yeah, but if there was no baby, would you still be with me?" "Forever." She hesitated, then grabbed his collar, her eyes welling with tears. "I like you so much." Min-jun said nothing more and just hugged her tightly. "I won't let you or our child go. I'll meet your parents soon and convince them. I promise," his arms tightening as if afraid she'd slip away. That night, after his presentation, Kang Jun Young returned home. As soon as he walked in, Jun Seo greeted him with a warm smile. "How was the meeting?" she asked, her eyes full of curiosity. He smiled reassuringly. "It went well, thanks to Min-jun. The investors seem interested in TG Corp. Even Mr. No just assured me that the deal will go through." But at the mention of Mr. No's name, Jun Seo's expression tensed. He could feel her anxiety. Kang Jun Young leaned down and placed a gentle kiss on her forehead. "Don't worry," he whispered. "They won't be able to harm our family like before," she sighed in relief. "Thank you for being open with me this time," she said softly. Then a thought struck her, and she looked up at him to ask, "By the way, when is your birthday?" Kang Jun Young laughed at her sudden question. "Why do you ask?" "Well," she pouted slightly, "I don't know what to get you. You already have everything." He looked at her fondly and took both her hands. "I don't need anything. Having you is enough for me, Jun Seo." He smiled. In the following days, news of the first public appearance of Kang Jun Young and Jun Seo after the school scandal spread like wildfire, but from then on, they no longer felt the need to hide. Whether eating ice cream or wearing matching outfits, they looked like a couple deeply in love, attracting attention wherever they went. Later, Seok Hyun was scrolling through an article full of their lovey-dovey photos. He sighed and looked up. Right in front of him, the couple was sitting together, wearing matching glasses just as the article described. Jun Young was explaining something, while Choi Jun Seo took notes attentively like a good student. Seok Hyun leaned towards Gyo-eun and whispered, "I know the heater is broken, but do they really need to sit that close?" "Don't be jealous, Seok Hyun," Gyo-eun replied with a teasing smile. Seok Hyun pouted, pretending to be offended. "Now that you both have boyfriends, you don't understand the pain of a single guy like me. Aren't you going to be late for work?" Jun Seo turned and asked Kang Jun Young. "Not at all. I don't have any meetings today, so I'm free," he replied casually. "But look over there." She pointed to some students who were openly staring at them. Only their two friends seemed unfazed. "Don't mind them," Kang Jun Young said, gently tightening his arm around her. She responded by placing a hand on his cheek and kissing him in front of everyone, which made Kang Jun Young quite flustered. These two are constantly putting on a public display of affection, aren't they? Suddenly, Jun Seo recalled an article that said, Kang Jun Young had fallen for her at first sight at her parents' funeral. Curious, she turned and asked, "Is that true? You really liked me since that day?" "What?" Kang Jun Young smirked. "How could I fall for a sniffling girl?" "More like bawling," he teased. "It was probably just pity, right?" she retorted, narrowing her eyes. At that point, Seok Hyun, who had been enduring their romantic display the whole time, finally snapped. He stood up. That's enough. I don't want to watch any more of your romantic drama. Besides, a teacher and student being so public will just create more rumors at school, he complained. Kang Jun Young just chuckled, unbothered. It's not a problem anymore. I'm in charge of all of TG Corp now. I'm not teaching anymore, so I'm no longer her professor, he stated calmly. So just because you're not a professor anymore, you can act like this? As Kang Jun Young prepared to leave, he leaned down and gave Jun Seo a quick goodbye kiss before leaving. He turned back to ask if anyone had seen Soojin recently. Jun Seo shook her head. I haven't seen her in a while. Seok Hyun and Gyo-eun glanced at each other and agreed. Us neither. A thoughtful look crossed Kang Jun Young's face. Be careful and watch over Jun Se, he told them both. Don't worry, Director Kang. I'll take care of her. Gyo-eun replied confidently. When the exams were over, Seok Hyun invited everyone to a party. At first, both Jun Seo and Gyo-eun declined, wanting to spend time with their partners, but Seok Hyun explained that it wasn't his usual wild party but a private gathering, just to celebrate the end of exams, and he even encouraged them to bring their partners. Seeing his enthusiasm, they finally agreed. As they left, Jun Seo turned to Gyo-eun and asked, so how did it go with Min Jun? How did he react? Gyo-eun said nothing, but her radiant smile was the only answer needed. Jun Seo smiled knowingly. I see, she said, linking arms with her friend as they left. The next day, everyone gathered at Seok Hyun's party. Kang Jun Young thanked Seok Hyun for organizing it to bring them all together. Taking a sip of hot tea, Seok Hyun mused, It's an honor to have you here, Kang Jun Young. But your wife and her best friend almost bailed on my invitation, he grumbled. Seok Hyun officially congratulated Kang Jun Young on getting married and said the party was both an apology and a wedding gift. He then handed Jun Seo a glass of juice, assuming she was pregnant, but Jun Young immediately corrected him that his wife wasn't pregnant. Nearby, Gyo-eun raised her hand, revealing that she was the one who was. Seok Hyun's jaw dropped and he cried out in frustration. Why am I always the last to find out everything? Glaring sulkily at both Jun Se and Gyo-eun. Just then, Min Jun, who had been quiet, suddenly announced, besides the pregnancy news, we have something else to share. We're getting married, while Seok Hyun was still standing there. Stunned by the barrage of news, Jun Young and Jun Seo smiled and sincerely congratulated the couple. In the office, Kang Jun Young handed a stack of documents to his secretary, Jun Hyung. He told her to check their legality. Min Jun stood nearby, watching her with a cold, sharp gaze. I heard Mr. No wants to see you, Min Jun said seriously. Do you think it is because of the reporters or because of Soojin? It could be about anything, Kang Jun Young replied with an unreadable expression, but deep down he could not help but worry. It could be related to Jun Se. Remembering Min Jun's upcoming wedding, he congratulated him again. Bro, are you surprised? Min Jun asked, half joking. Not really, Kang Jun Young replied with a slight smile. His mind drifted back. The first time he met Min Jun in high school, Kang Jun Young was walking home past a bookstore. Min Jun's voice called out, Hey, you are Kang Jun Young, right? I am Kim Min Jun. We go to the same school. Before Kang Jun Young could even reply, Min Jun explained how he knew him. Because on the school-wide exam rankings, he saw Kang Jun Young was ranked first, and he was right behind him. They happened to meet at the bookstore, where Min Jun was engrossed in a cookbook instead of a textbook. Curious, Kang Jun Young asked, Your parents, do they own a restaurant? Min Jun just smiled and explained, No, they are in a different business. I will help them, but in 15 to 25 years, I plan to open my own restaurant. But Kang Jun Young at that time was genuinely surprised by his long-term vision. I did not expect you to be so ambitious. You always seemed like the carefree type who did not care about being second in class. Kang Jun Young wondered, and Min Jun replied, That is because being number one in class was never my goal. I always know what I want, and when I really like something, I work hard to get it. It was true he had felt that way when he first met Gyo-eun. At Jun Seo's wedding, Min Jun fell for Jun Seo's best friend at first sight, and he knew right away that was the person he wanted to love and marry. Meanwhile, across town, Jun Seo and Gyo-eun went to a wedding dress shop together. I am not really the type to settle down, Gyo-eun confessed, nervously fiddling with the fabric in her hands, but when Min Jun proposed, I could not say no. And it is not just because of the baby, but deep down I wanted it too. Choi Jun Seo gently squeezed her hand to comfort her. Maybe you were in love before you even realized it, Gyo-eun smirked. Sound familiar? I mean, you could not say no to Mr. Kang either, right? But aside from the teasing, Gyo-eun expressed her happiness. Now that she was officially a couple with Min Jun, she felt even more grateful for finding the right man, and thanks to Jun Se, she had found this perfect dress. How did you know this was the right dress for me? Gyo-eun turned and asked her. You never know until you try it on. Jun Seo giggled, but when she saw Gyo-eun in the dress, she suddenly exclaimed softly, This is the one. The moment Gyo-eun looked at herself in the mirror, she knew it was the one too. Really? I love this dress too. The two then chatted about girl stuff, worrying that gaining a little weight would make the wedding dress not fit. You know how it is with girls. They can gossip all day and never run out of things to say. So yeah, I will not tell you anymore. Haha. After that, Gyo-eun asked the staff to find her a similar dress, but a little roomier just in case she gains weight. Haha, the eternal obsession of women. That evening, as Jun Seo was helping Mrs. Kang prepare dinner, Kang Jun Young walked in, his eyes immediately drawn to her. He asked casually, "So how was shopping with Gyo-eun?" Before he could finish his sentence, Jun Seo suddenly ran up and kissed him on the lips, leaving him completely surprised. Jun Seo froze, her ears burning as she realized. Mrs. Kang was standing right behind them. "What were you saying, dear?" she asked, seemingly oblivious to his embarrassment. He coughed lightly and she composed herself. "Oh, I was asking about the shopping." "Oh, we will probably check out a few more stores tomorrow," she replied cheerfully, still giddy with excitement. Kang Jun Young was still visibly blushing. Seeing his reaction, she called out, "Kang Jun Young!" Behind them, Mrs. Kang held back a laugh and quickly raised her phone. She snapped a picture, capturing the moment forever. Then Jun Seo suddenly froze, her face turning pale. "Oh no, Mrs. Kang is here too," she whispered in a panic. Mrs. Kang smiled mischievously. "Do not mind Mrs. Kang," she said, clearly enjoying herself. During dinner, Mrs. Kang suggested that Kang Jun Young should take a break from work and take Jun Seo on a trip somewhere. "Okay," Kang Jun Young turned to her, a slight smile on his lips. "Min Jun just recommended a really great resort. We can go skiing there too." Before she could answer, an eager voice cut in. "Can I come too?" Of course, Jun Seo replied immediately without hesitation. At that, Kang Jun Young's smile faltered a bit, as he realized his plan for a romantic getaway was completely ruined. That evening, Seok Hyun called Jun Seo. He asked if she wanted to do an internship at a company his friend had recommended for the upcoming break. But this time she had made up her mind. "No, I am going skiing. I really want to enjoy this vacation," she said excitedly. Hearing that, Seok Hyun immediately perked up. "Skiing? That sounds fun. I will go with you." She immediately shut him down. No way, Kang Jun Young would never agree to that. The next day, everyone gathered for the ski trip. Gyo-eun and Min Jun were there too, turning the trip into a group hangout. As everyone was getting ready to leave, a familiar voice called out, "Hey everyone!" All eyes turned to see Seok Hyun standing there with a triumphant smile. Instead of doing an internship, he had somehow managed to join the trip. He announced that he also wanted to enjoy the vacation with them, so he decided to start his internship the following week. Kang Jun Young turned to Jun Seo and complained that he thought this trip was just for the two of them. Jun Seo apologized. "I hope so too, but I could not say no to Gyo-eun, and Min Jun was the one who suggested this place. So how could I turn down both Gyo-eun and Min Jun? Besides, is not it more fun with a bigger group?" The ski resort was bustling, full of the energy and laughter of a fun winter day. Kang Jun Young wore a dark ski suit. Wearing sunglasses and a scarf that covered most of her face, Gyo-eun looked strikingly cool, while Jun Seo stood beside her. Watching her handsome husband snowboarding down the slope, Gyo-eun turned to Jun Seo and asked, "Why are not you skiing?" But Jun Seo was worried about her because she was pregnant, so she decided to stay with her on the sidelines. Jun Seo fell while learning to ski with Min Jun. Then she teased him, saying he was distracted by a girl's greeting. Min Jun burst out laughing and pointed towards Seok Hyun's car, which was now surrounded by a group of girls. The one who was really distracted was that guy, who always managed to chat up girls wherever he went. Both Jun Seo and Gyo-eun laughed and turned away, ignoring Seok Hyun. Meanwhile, Jun Seo looked at Seok Hyun with curiosity. She wondered if she should ask him for advice, but while she was still hesitating, someone suddenly came up from behind as if to say, "Don't you dare try it." It was Kang Jun Young. He had seen through her thoughts and reminded her to focus on her studies, and Jun Seo panicked and denied it flatly. But Kang Jun Young warned her again not to ask Seok Hyun for any advice, because he was not a good role model to follow. As Kang Jun Young walked away, Jun Seo pouted and thought to herself, "The one giving me advice has never even had a girlfriend himself." Seeing everyone having fun skiing, Gyo-eun was also tempted and said she wanted to try. But Jun Seo immediately refused, saying it was really too dangerous for a pregnant woman. Min Jun also shook his head because she was only in her first trimester, so Gyo-eun had to sit back down with Jun Seo. They sipped hot chocolate and chatted, but while the two were bickering over trivial things, Jun Seo suddenly felt something strange. "What is wrong, Jun Seo?" Gyo-eun asked. Jun Seo slowly turned her head to look at the bushes behind her. She had a feeling someone was watching her, but before they could ask anything more, Seok Hyun appeared. He was panting after finally escaping the watchful eyes of Kang Jun Young, who had been following him the whole time. Gyo-eun guessed that Jun Seo's feeling from before was probably because of this. Seok Hyun sat down next to Jun Seo as usual. He flirted, asking if she had finally realized his feelings for her, and Jun Seo snapped back in annoyance. "Go flirt with those girls who were with you earlier." As the two continued to talk, they suddenly felt like someone was secretly watching them. Jun Seo insisted it was not her imagination, and Seok Hyun agreed because he felt it too. They looked behind the bushes, where it looked like a man was watching them, but when they looked closer, it turned out to be none other than Kang Jun Young, who was clearly possessive of his wife, telling Seok Hyun to stop hitting on her immediately. He also warned him to stay away from Jun Seo, his younger brother. Seok Hyun, confused why he mentioned Jun Seo, hid behind her, treating her as his shield. Kang Jun Young paid no mind, taking the sunglasses down from his head. He borrowed Seok Hyun's and put them on Jun Seo, startling her as he told her to hold on tight to him. A second later, he swept his wife up into his arms. Jun Seo panicked because he was still wearing his ski boots, but Kang Jun Young reassured her that if he did not do this, they would not get any private time. Jun Seo looked at her husband, whose face was almost completely covered, and for some reason, she wanted to see his expression clearly. She reached out and pushed his sunglasses up. Mr. Kang's beautiful eyes were revealed, full of love for his wife. Choi Jun-se nodded in agreement with him. After all, Seok Hyun and Min Jun were staying with Gyo-eun now, but she still needed to get her ski gear. But his wife's wish was his command. With that thought, Kang Jun Young carried her straight to the basement, causing everyone around them, especially the group of friends sitting there, to be stunned and realize they just wanted to be alone. Meanwhile, Jun Seo quietly sighed in relief, as she could finally ask Seok Hyun for his opinion now that her husband was gone. At the Kang residence, both Kang Jun Young and Jun Seo were exercising. Kang Jun Young asked if she wanted to intern at his company again, but she refused because their secret marriage was now exposed, so being at the same company would be very awkward. Besides, Kang Jun Young was about to go on a 3-day business trip, so how could she go to the office alone? Her eyes landed on the dumbbells her husband was using, and a small smile appeared on her lips. That was the gift she had given him, and he was using it. She curiously asked if he liked the gift and if they were any good. Kang Jun Young just blandly replied that they were just like any other normal dumbbells. She grumbled that he sounded so indifferent, asking if the dumbbells did not make him think of her. Kang Jun Young turned his head slightly and replied with a smile. Of course they did, because who else would give their husband a pair of pink dumbbells like these? He knelt in front of her, holding out a hand to help her up, and said that what is important is not the gift, but the person who gave it. She made a face, placed her hand in his, and asked, "So am I ranked higher than those dumbbells on your list of favorites now?" But Kang Jun Young chuckled softly and told her that no one was comparing her to working out in the first place. When she suddenly remembered that she still did not know his birthday, she curiously asked again, but Kang Jun Young would not reveal it. He only said that he did not want to receive any gifts. Choi Jun Seo frowned, wondering how to get him to tell her his birthday. Kang Jun Young noticed her concern and smiled, suggesting a challenge. If she could find out his birthday before he returned from his business trip, she could ask for anything from him. He would accept it, even eat all the food she cooked as a punishment. He startled her by slowly stepping closer. He also reminded her not to ask any family members. And what if she still had not found it by the time he got back? He leaned in close and whispered in her ear, and the punishment for her made her face flush bright red. Kang Jun Young prepared to leave for his business trip. Jun Seo made him promise not to disappear and to stay in touch with her. He agreed, but in return, asked her to promise not to cheat by asking his family about his birthday. She gave a lazy nod. As the car started moving, she smiled and waved goodbye to him, and as soon as the car was out of sight, her challenge officially began. Afterwards, she immediately went back to her room and started searching through documents, hoping to find some information. Finding nothing, she moved to the study. Here, she also searched everywhere but could not find any clues. She wondered if her husband had hidden it beforehand. Mrs. Kang saw her and asked if she needed anything. Asking a family member was basically cheating, but it was even worse to ask Mrs. Kang, because she would wonder, why did not she know her own husband's birthday? So she changed the subject, saying she wanted to help with the cooking. He called to ask if she had found it yet. She frowned and said not yet. He informed her that he would be back earlier than expected. The very next day, when the call ended, she was overcome with worry. She did not have much time left, and unable to sleep, she tried searching for her husband online but still found nothing. This man was really good at hiding things. She even asked Min Jun, but to no avail. At one point, she considered taking a wild guess, but remembering the punishment he had whispered about made her think of another way, wandering around the house. She came across Jun Seo, the younger brother, quietly eating dinner. When she asked, Jun Seo revealed that his older brother's birthday had already passed. It's October 18th. Joy filled her as she finally knew his birthday. She hugged Jun Seo tightly, thanking him profusely and telling him not to tell anyone. She thought to herself that he considered her cooking a punishment. Just wait and see how she would really punish him now. But her eyes suddenly widened as a memory came flooding back. That same October 18th, if she remembered correctly, was the day she ran away from home. The two of them had a huge fight, and in the end, he had quietly left alone. But that memory made her heart ache. How could she have hurt him on that very day? She hurriedly called her husband to ask if he was back in the city. He said he had arrived, but he had to go straight to the company for a meeting and promised to see her at home later. She stood there, feeling empty. Something was stuck in her heart, making it feel heavy. Snow covered the entire city, and amidst the snowfall, Kang Jun Young walked towards his company. As soon as he got out of the car, someone informed him that his wife was waiting out front. He looked up, and sure enough, there was Choi Jun Seo, with a thick black coat draped over her shoulders. Underneath was a white dress, her long hair let down. Kang Jun Young worriedly asked why she was here at this hour. Had not he said he would be home soon and told her to wait for him there? She did not answer any of his questions. Instead, she asked if October 18th was his birthday. He was taken aback by the sudden question, staring at her intently. She continued, saying that she had given him a terrible memory on that special day. Was that why he refused to tell her his birthday? Kang Jun Young pulled his wife into his arms. Gently, he reassured her that it had nothing to do with that. It was all a misunderstanding, and if anyone was at fault, it was Soo Jin. Jun Seo looked up and seriously asked him what gift he wanted. Kang Jun Young thought for a moment. He was hungry and did not want to go to a restaurant, so he said he wanted to eat ramen that she cooked herself, because he had never tried it. Jun Seo frowned at his request. Was not he just making fun of her cooking skills? Kang Jun Young smiled and took her hand, leading her away. She herself had once boasted that she was great at making instant noodles and black bean noodles, so he just wanted to try it. As she walked hand in hand with her husband, she wondered if perhaps there would be more storms ahead of them. But would he always be by her side?